Yes, people, welcome back to Danny AFC TV. What is good, my brothers and sisters? As always, when you know it's Watch a Long Day, we know we have the man himself, Manny, in the building. Shouts out to you, Manny, my brother. What's good, Braz? First of all, first question: how confident are you tonight, Manny?
If you're asking me in terms of percentages, I'd say about maybe 70% confident. The reason why I'm not any more than that is because, look, we have a dreadful away record in Europe. Entire record in Europe under Arteta, mind you, has been absolutely abysmal. And even with that semi-final appearance in the Europa League, we got schooled by our ex-manager. Took us to the... He literally, pulled Arteta's trousers and jocks down, if you know what I mean. And apart from that, we just flattered to deceive. This time around, I take people's point when they say that, we've got so much momentum based on our performances in the last few games. But look, that opposition and this opposition are chalk and cheese. I know that West Ham are European Conference League winners, but then that's Conference League, this is Champions League. We've come to the home of the big boys. The Gunners have gone to the home of the Dragons. They're called, I believe their nickname is, it is in fact Dragões, the Dragons. And their home stadium is, of course, the Stadium of Dragons, Estádio do Dragão in Portugal. So we've got a tough game tonight. We should be able to pull out a win because apart from maybe a couple of the defenders and the goalkeeper, I don't really notice any one worthy of mention. And that's not really a slight on them per se. Francisco Conceição, youth player for Portugal, definitely looks decent quality. Jorge Sanchez, Mexican international. Nico Gonzalez. I don't know why he's not playing for Spain, but that's probably because, he's a Spanish under-21 and under-17 international. So a lot of youth, and of course you've got the aging, creaking Kepler Lavaran de Lima Ferreira, better known as Pepe, in the back four. Lovely. 40 years young and still going strong. The Brazilian Otavio is very...
Portugal team, doesn't he? He still plays for Portugal, doesn't he?
He does. Cristiano Ronaldo still plays for Portugal. No place for João Moutinho, among others. But then, that's Bobby Martinez for you.
First of all, shout out to Nick Nat, to Robson, to Grievo. Robson, come on, you hatters. I have to say, Brabs, I've never been the biggest fan of Luton Town, but I like Edwards, and he's beginning to make me warm just to the whole town as a whole, bro. Seriously. I'm liking Luton. I'm liking what they're doing. Can they survive? If they keep their 11 together, I reckon they've got a more than decent chance. Do you know what I mean? I think they're finally coming to grips with the Premier League, and they've took a couple of vital points over the last month or so. So, yeah. 1-0. Seriously. Oh, my Lord.
Luton take shock lead at Liverpool. It's the Irish international Chidozie Ogbene who's put Luton ahead.
Oh, my God. Brabs, Liverpool 0, Luton 1.
Yep.
Yes.
Saved by the Irishman Kelleher, but straight into the path of Ogbene, who heads into the net. And the consequence of this is that if Liverpool end up losing, then we've got a game in hand on them, 2 points behind them. But knowing Luton Town as well as I do, I don't think this will last. I think Liverpool will be, stung into action. And
I'm sorry as well, Robson. I'm going 4-1 Liverpool. But we shall see.
Yeah.
Maybe 3-1. Nick Nack, Luton 1-0 up. Lovely stuff.
Yep. I know that a few of my Luton Town fan friends will be quite happy. Shout out to them, of course.
Of course.
And obviously the big game tonight, bigger than this, is Napoli against Barcelona. And that's why they're doing a lot more promo for that. But the channel I'm watching has got Porto and Arsenal, so don't worry about it. Beautiful. And, of course, I've also got to make sure that my head is covering the mirror so that you do not see what is being reflected from the mirror onto the TV. I do not want this poor fella to have this stream, cancelled.
Manny, never that, and the show will always go on. So what I'll do is I'll keep abreast, as they say, of the situation With the other scores, I'll just be on my phone sort of thing while I'm having my technicals, so you can concentrate on the actual watch along while I'm having my technicals, which you obviously clearly know about here. I don't believe this.
Okay,
I feel like God has literally forgot about. Yeah, I feel like
no, but don't, never mind. I mean, whatever happens, where there's a will, there's a way. I mean, I've had situations where, I've lost my television coverage and I've had to try and, find out other ways to catch the action. So it's all good. I mean, I've got you back. And
nice absolutely nice one. Pleasure to have you as well, man.
Obviously, shout out to my friend Hanno from Coach's Corner. I think he's doing a watch along for Liverpool against Luton. He wanted me to join along, but I told him nope. I got my big date with Big D. So
there you go, my brother. Absolute love. Right, guys, don't be shy. Do be liking, do be subscribing. We're about 9 minutes away from kickoff. Manny will be the guy that will be taking the lead role in the commentary. A couple of technicals here. Don't believe it. Not going to go into it. I've got Manny, so I'm not really going to stress about it. I'll keep an eye on everything else that's going on. Liverpool, Luton, Napoli, Barcelona. I'll be keeping a very close eye on them situations while Manny's obviously doing his good work on the channel.
All right. Thank you very much indeed, mate. And still some build up to the game, about 7 or 8 minutes until kickoff there. And I mean, I'm actually surprised. Luton obviously weren't quite able to get their act together against Manchester United, but they do surprise you. And they have certainly shown that they are more than capable. As for Liverpool, that's what you get for not putting Mohamed Salah in the squad. And
there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lukonga, Luton, Lukonga. Have you watched him the last few games, particularly against Manchester United or whatnot?
Sadly, no. I mean, I remember the Luton Manchester United game. I was feeling really knackered, so I, went to sleep after Luton scored. I think, by all accounts, Lukonga has looked a bit better under Edwards. And it's really funny, because let's also take a look at Matteo Guendouzi, who played a big role for Lazio when they beat Grivo. I'm good, thank you. Hope you're well. Who actually played an important role for Lazio when they beat Bayern Munich. Now, of course, under Tuchel, they've been a shambles of late. And Tuchel will be, walking at the end.
Yeah.
And you could say that if Bobby Martinez is the the guy who fails upwards at international level, then Thomas Tuchel could certainly be that. I mean, Tuchel did wonders with Chelsea, but then how can a guy like him end up, having such a poor run of form?
Exactly. Back to his hometown, well, not his hometown, but his home nation, back in Germany. I couldn't believe it either. You've come and kind of impressed us in the league. Do you think that's his chances of a big job? I don't think it actually will. I think, could there be a Premier League team there for him at the end of the season? Liverpool, perhaps?
Well,
I don't know.
We'll take a look at things. I mean, if Nagelsmann could get sacked by Bayern before the end of the season and then go on to manage Germany, there is going to be some hope. Because, listen, one manager gets sacked, another one goes in. And, of course, Guendouzi is on loan to Lazio from Marseille. And Lazio could, if they hold on against Munich at the Allianz Arena, they could go to the quarterfinals and go a bit further. And he seems to be doing quite well. Now, I take the point that he was supposed to do well at Marseille, didn't quite make the grade, and has gone to Lazio and is doing a bit better.
Well, he did well at Marseille. Again, like, people are going to question this famous attitude, and has he actually, in fact, got an attitude problem? What ran him out of Marseille? I've heard a couple of different stories. I don't care. I still think he's a good footballer. I don't think under Emre he'd have had a problem. I believe if Emre took him back to the Premier League with Aston Villa, I believe he would have been fine.
You never know. If Aston Villa lose Douglas Luiz, Guendouzi could be on his way to Birmingham.
Listen, it was a little interview. It hasn't been much publicised. I caught it online. I don't think it's lies and everything. It was Kieran Tierney basically talking about Emre and saying how much Emile Smith-Rowe, Saka, Guendouzi, a lot of the younger guys around the club had massive respect for him. Total shame he's gone. That could have helped him end his Arsenal career with new management, with not putting no names. Another thing he did say in the interview was the kids that were just about to start coming through, like, he would make them feel like their debut was literally just coming next week. He was really good with the Highlanders. He was good. He wanted to basically have at least 3 of them or 4 of them around on match day squads, whether it was Saka and etc. So, yeah, I don't know. I still get pissed off with the whole Unai Emery situation, because I feel like in the time of change that we was trying to do after Wenger, I think that was actually quite a smart move. Like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right
And
into the youth, and he said Saka, Emil Smith Rowe, Guendouzi, Maitland Miles. I'm trying to remember who else he mentioned. Maitland Miles, Guendouzi, Saka, Emil Smith Rowe, clearly himself. He says so many of us was happy. He goes, and basically we got Emre the sack. You and us players, us first teamers, myself, Kieran Tierney. He's blamed himself, and he said there was a whole lot of others. He went, if I blame myself, there's another 6 people that should hold up their hands and say they got Emre sacked. So it was it's a lucky mate. As I said the other night, it was about 4 or 5 days ago. And I don't know why no one else seems to have caught this interview. I was reading it, I jumped online, and I've kind of done my in-depth talking about it. And I don't know, is it been hushed up? Or I don't know. That
it angers me. It angers me, Danny, because listen, Emery was definitely, a manager who should have been given a lot more respect and a lot more support than he actually did. You take a look at the job he's doing with Aston Villa. That in itself is proof that he is always going to be everything as a manager that Mikel Arteta will never be. And so with Guendouzi, if he's able to do this well, it really seems to me to be an issue with Arteta. He doesn't like flair players. He doesn't like winners. He doesn't like people with attitude. But more often than not,
couldn't go in for an Mbappe, God bless him, because it'd be too much of a fucking media circus and wouldn't be able to handle it. One more thing on Aston Villa. Apparently, they've got a young attacking midfielder. He's 17. His name is Ben Baggio, like Baggio. I don't know if he's a little bit like Patino, got a touch of Italian, but he's 17. We're meant to be trying to poach him from Villa. And Emre has personally gone to him, basically said, listen, I've worked at Arsenal. You are best off here with me at Villa. Trust me, I've worked there. And the guy has gone on to sign a new deal. You can go and Google it. Ben Broggio. Ben Broggio, 17.
Broggio. Yeah, for a minute I thought you said Ben Baggio, and I thought...
No, I said his name reminds me of Baggio. I did. I got it reminds me of Baggio. But it's Broggio. And he's 17. Looks the shit at Aston Villa. And he has just signed a new deal. And basically said, I worked at Arsenal. Your chances are best off with me there at Aston Villa. And you will.
Yeah.
Now, you will.
Yeah, you know what? As long as Emery is at Aston Villa, Arsenal are not going to have an easy ride under him. And I think it's fair to say that as long as he's manager, Arsenal are not going to get their hands either on Douglas Luiz or Ollie Watkins. So now it's time for the team news. FC Porto, Diego Costa in goal. Pepe and Otavio are the centre-backs, with Wendell and João Mario at left and right back, respectively. Alan Valera and Nico Gonzalez are your two defensive midfielders. Galeno, another sort of Pepe, and Conceição are your 3-man attacking midfield, with Evan Nilsson, the number 30, up top. Not too many names that I know of. I know that my Canadian friends speak very highly of Eustáquio.
Is he in? Sorry, Taremi.
Who?
Is he injured? Taremi. Oh, please, he's a striker.
I think he is injured. I think he is injured. There was some news going about that he wouldn't be available for this, and we see Pepe and Odegaard shaking hands. And who is the referee for tonight? Seda Gojubuyuk from the Netherlands, clearly a Turkish name, but all Dutch affair tonight, quintuple Dutch, as it were. And Arsenal, we know the lineup, unchanged from Burnley. I don't even need to mention the names. So the best part about that is that since I know that our players' names and numbers, I'm going to focus on the Porto players' names and numbers and make sure I do not get them wrong.
Nice one, Manny.
And so, as you were, it's the 4-3-3, which could possibly... Yeah, and the sad part is that we don't, with Rice and Odegaard, and now he's got Havertz playing as a false 9 and Trossard on the left. Go figure.
Arsenal. Cool. Yeah, sorry, man. Guys, I'm going to quickly, get into the comments just before kickoff. Manny, you know you're a legend. A win tonight is a must. We can't leave this open for the second leg. I totally agree, Craig, by the way. I'm going 3-0 to the Arsenal. No such thing as a draw in these two games, especially of Chelsea and Man City straight after the second legs. Exactly. We need to get this job done tonight, my friend. I couldn't agree more with you, Craig. Come on, you gunners. That's you again, Craig. Right, my point exactly, Craig. Oi, from Phil Mitchell. Shouts out to you, my brother. I'm out, headache already. Back at 10, you cheeky little bastard. Boss man, yo, Danny, my brother. Yes, how you doing, mate?
Right, so kickoff's about to start. Arsenal are going from right to left, but left to right. But Porto are kicking off. They've just kicked off, and I just want to make sure I can see the players in question. But sent forward by Porto, but easily cut out by, I think it's Saliba. And Saka is being attacked by Wendell right now, and he's got the ball off him. It is now with has a free kick been awarded? No, it hasn't. But the number 13, of course, is Galeno, and I think he was the one who committed the foul. So it is now with Magalhaes, who's controlling it well, passes it to Declan Rice, and Rice being sort of harried there by, I think that's Evan Nilsson, but
I
not
was
really
just
Evan Nilsson, but someone else.
It's literally like Jamaica in my house. I've done a total big load of washing, as they say in the trade, and I totally tried to get I tried to get it dry quick, man. So sorry. Not that it matters with this stream. Not like it ain't like I ain't got loads of clothes, but I don't like things lingering around me. Sorry,
Dreadful foul there, and already I think we might have a booking. Declan Rice there diving in on the Porto player. A pretty poor challenge, really, because Rice had to be more aggressive with that. He saw the defender coming in, the attacker coming in, and it just looked an awful challenge. And within 2 minutes, barely 60 seconds, in fact, Declan Rice gets a booking. And
I've gone 3-0 as well, mate. I've gone 3-0 to the Gunners as well.
I might be inclined to go 3-1, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being a tighter game than that, believe you me. Especially the way Porto are coming in. It looks as though the Porto manager has decided, they've got to try to beat us at our own game and be the first to the ball. So we've got to be very careful here.
If Porto opened up tonight and tried to play us at our own game, I think they're banging trouble, mate. So we'll see.
We will see what happens, but at the moment, the free kick's been taken fairly quickly, and it's being passed around at the moment. It is with the number 18, Wendell, the replacement left back for tonight, because the earlier left back who played in Porto's last league game has an ACL injury. Now, of course, it's an Arsenal throw. Benny Blanco, of course, about to take it.
What have you thought about your pal Benny over the last couple of games? Brov's doing his little, I'm going to sorry to say it, the inverted, perverted. What do you think of Benny over the last 2 games?
As long as he hasn't made any ridiculous mistakes, I suppose that's fine. And, sadly, it means that he's able to do what Kieran Tierney couldn't quite do. But we've seen Tierney actually adapt very well. Tierney just doesn't really, Arteta just doesn't fancy our Braveheart, sadly. And,
same as Suarez, like, I don't know. We had 3 left backs in the summer. Two of them basically went. So I'm just testing things here. And I've got my YouTube back for some reason.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Saliba now, of course, working with the ball. Rice all the way to... actually, that was Ben White who passed that, I think.
I'm sorry, the question was, man, what do you think of Ben White? Have you seen, the last couple of games? 2-0, 6-0?
No, I've seen quite a few. And I mean, look, as long as he hasn't made any real mistakes, I mean, he's golden, because we've seen in several games that, he's been an absolute...
That's why I love you, by the way, Manny. I've missed the last 2 watch-alongs. I've been a bit busy. And can you believe we've scored 11 in 2 games? I missed the last 2 watch-alongs, Manny. But I wouldn't miss I wouldn't miss a date with you, though, brother. I'm telling you.
Don't worry about it. And listen, it's West Ham and Burnley. West Ham were caught cold. Burnley are doomed. We need to make sure that it's one thing to fatten yourself up and score goals aplenty against some of these poor teams or run-of-the-mill teams, and rather needlessly concede a throw there by Porto. So Arsenal on the attack, Odegaard with the throw. Just trying to size everything up at the moment, and he ends up letting Benny Blanco have those duties. I know it sounds a bit unprofessional for me to say Benny Blanco, but that's what I get for hanging around you. Personally, I'm not too fond. I'm not too fond of the fella personally, but
neither am I. Not as a human being, anyway. Sorry, shouts out to your boys on the stream the other night, Manny. Obviously, shouts out to Richie Sports. Shouts out to your Brentford boy. Did you say his name was Tony? I did like him. I thought he was absolute quality. So do ask him to follow me on Twitter. And Brentford, I'm going to do a preview of him. If he fancies a watch along with me, he's more than welcome. So do let him know that, Brentford, yeah?
Absolutely, will do. I mean, normally, for Brentford home games, he goes to the GTEC Stadium. He does his own watch-alongs for his channel, Mr. B Hiver Football. But I'm sure he would be more than happy to do a preview with you. Either he can come on.
I missed that. Sorry, Mans. What did you say? He does his own watch-along thing. Sorry, did you say?
Yeah, he's got his own channel, Mr. B Hiver Football.
I'm going to go and follow him as well then. Sorry, you're going to have to text me that, Manny. I'm terrible. So text me. Not now, not while we're live. I'm saying text me a couple of bits later.
Definitely. At the moment, though, Arsenal on the attack. Saka passing it to Odegaard, who launches one from the right to the left, hoping to find Martinelli, who heads it, but João Mario is able to head that away for a throw. But the danger isn't over for the Portuguese. So far, the Dragons are being tamed.
There you go. And this is what I'm expecting, mate. I expected us to run at them in the first 20 minutes. Sorry, it's so hard when I can't see the game, guys. I expected us to go at them hell for leather the first 20 minutes, try and tame them in their own place, and perhaps nick a 1-0 lead within that 20 minutes as well. Just to really fucking set the tempo, set the pace. Fucking Champions League fucking settings, guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. But for the first few minutes, they were, coming at us. And the head coach happens to be none other than the legendary Sergio Conceição. Obviously played for the likes of he's played for Porto, Lazio, Parma, Inter Milan, back to Lazio, back to Porto, and then several other clubs. And also,
God, so sorry, Manny. Go on.
Also a Portuguese international with 56 caps for the Seleção. I believe he missed out on selection for Euro 2004, which was.
I'm getting messages, Manny. Apparently, even the ball boys are against us. Ball boys are not giving us the ball back. They're all acting like cunts. I've just had this on my group. Shouts out to my brother from whenever UE. He's just reporting on the group. He goes, they're all acting like cunts. Ben White has been amazing lately. I think he's been all right as well, to be honest with you. Inverting and everything, as well as linking up with Saka again. Come on, you Gunners for life. To be honest with you, bros, I don't love Ben. I have enjoyed his last two performances. Guys, it's still Liverpool 0, Luton 1, Napoli 0, Club Barcelona 0, and of course it's obviously FC Porto 0, Arsenal 0. Shouts out to Manny tonight, the hero of the stream. Because I don't know what I would actually have done tonight if Manny wasn't actually here.
Yeah, well, appreciate that, Danny, as always. And, now, of course, Arsenal are back in their own half, having to play the ball amongst themselves. And Porto are coming back. So you see, this is probably where Conceição has done his homework, because he's seen Arsenal's last few games and obviously has deduced that if you allow these guys to get our guys to get the ball in and really move with it, especially whether it's in the center of the midfield or along the wings, they could be in trouble, especially with Pepe's legs, not what they used to be, despite whatever Bobby Martinez will think.
Can you tell me the bench, Manny, for Arsenal, please? Sorry.
Ooh, the bench. Pretty much as you were from Burnley there too. Ramsdale, Smith Rowe, Nketiah, Cedric the Entertainer, Georgie Porgy, Pudding and Pie, the former Porto boy, Fabio Vieira, 24-carat Magic, Reece Nelson, Mohamed El Neni, the Egyptian mummy, as it were, Carl Hain, our Estonian third-choice goalkeeper, Ethan Waneri, number 63, James Sweet, number 73, and Aiden Heaven, number 79. So we've got Heaven on the bench, but we actually might need we've got Heaven, but we don't have Jesus because Jesus is injured.
You know what, Manny? Fuck me. It's always a pleasure. Guys, I'm keeping my eyes all over my app here because obviously I've been sacked from everything else. Liverpool 0, Luton 1. Very key there. Come on, Lokonga. I'm telling you, mate, we can sell. We're not sell because he's on a free. We could just piss off Jorginho in the summer. Perhaps, and I am just saying perhaps, Manny, so don't bite my balls off. Bring Lokonga back as a guy now of a year of Premier League football under his belt, or the best part of a year. Especially if he is good between now and the end of the season. Clearly, there's no comeback to Arsenal unless you're immaculate between now and the end of the season. If you are Lokonga, mate, I think he probably provides better central midfield cover than Elneny, Jorginho, and Havertz. So bollocks, do you know what I mean? I'm more than willing to have this geezer back at the moment, depending on what signings would be in the summer.
I wouldn't mind giving him a second chance either, to be honest. But again, it all falls on Arteta. He might also be taking a look at Lokonga's performances, and he may end up deciding Lokonga still isn't really what he fancies for some reason or another. You know how Arteta rolls. I mean, he has his own ideas. He has his own ways. And we had an interesting debate not too long ago on another stream between myself and another person. I don't quite remember what that stream was. It might have been on... it might have been Northside stream, Northside LDN stream, where we were talking about the merits of playing Martinelli as a centre forward. Now, one fan pretty much said to me that although Martinelli does score some really good goals as a centre forward and can be prolific, and some brilliant work there by Porto, but Raya having to rush out and concede the throw, but then run all the way back, and Porto putting Arsenal potentially in some trouble, but the defence clearing that away, but not for long, because Porto was still able to play with the ball and Well, I mean, now they're back in their own half, but they are going to have to make a back pass to Diogo Costa there. And so you see what that number 13, Galeno, did. He broke the offside trap magnificently, was sent on his way, and it needed Raya's quick thinking to come out and prevent that guy going any further. He had to concede a throw, and then Galeno had some really quick initiative to take the throw quickly. But sadly for Porto, nothing came of it. But listen, this is a reminder, Danny. These guys are, competing with us at our own game. They're taking advantage of some of our mistakes. When we lose possession in the midfield, they're on us like a flash. And so if we take this game lightly, we could be in for a tough night. And let's not be reminded of what happened the last time we faced Portuguese opposition in Europe.
Totally shouts out to you, Manny. Still having technicals here, guys, but God bless Manny. He's here. So, guys, still be liking, still be subscribing. Do be getting your thoughts into us on the channel. I'll take care of the comments tonight as Manny is commentating and keeping, obviously, more than an eye on the game. The Portuguese are always technically very good. I know this, Lee, with recent form, I expected something a little touch different. I expected us to be a bit gun-ho in the first 20 minutes. I expected us to go directly for their throats. European football's differently, and this is still a very slight learning curve. Arteta, maybe everyone at the club, and the 11, the boys on the pitch as well, Raya. There's certain players out there, brother, that's never really played a European game in their life, let alone fucking important Champions League knockout games, mate.
Yeah, a large number of these guys, of course, are veterans of our failed Europa League campaign, and of course, we've got the Europa Conference League winning captain playing for us. But this is the Champions League; it is a different ball game altogether.
I'm very uncomfortable. Declan Rice, can I confirm he did get booked in the first couple of minutes? Yeah.
Yeah, you can confirm that. I did, in fact, mention that. And Neil Lennon on BBC Sport was quoted as saying that the early yellow card could very well take away from Rice's game because he cannot be his usual physical dominating self, and he'll have to rein it in. If he gets sent off, mind you, we are literally, as the late Colin Noel would say, effed.
I'm going to say still, Lee, I'm very confident for tonight. I say not weather a storm because I actually can't see too much. Well, I can see fuck all of what's going on. But if we get it through to half time, even at 0-0, hopefully we regroup, come out in the second half and try and nick a goal or two. I'm still confident. This is Arsenal Football Club and we're banging 4-minute bollocks. Come on, Manny, let's have it.
Also good to see that we've got a lot of Portuguese speakers in our team. I mean, we've got the Brazilians Magalhães and Martinelli. We've got the Brazilian-Italian Jorginho. Cedric the Entertainer, Fabio Vieira.
They're saying that little cunt's going down the wing. You know what I mean? Our boys will be able to report it. Like, what are you getting at, Manny? Shouts out to Clauser. What's happening, love?
Yeah. So it is Saliba now to Saka. And Saka trying to find Odegaard, which he does. Odegaard now has a chance to feed Saka with a short pass. Saka now across the field to Magalhães, who tries to... He ends up passing it to Declan Rice anyway. Can Rice find Benny Blanco on the wing? Yes, he can. But White's header intended for Saka is headed away. And can Porto do something with this? Well, Evan Nilsson, they're trying to, showboat / show a bit of skill, but Rice cutting him off quite perfectly. Kivior, all the way to Martinelli.
Wait, sorry, brother. I know I told you to commentate. I shout out. I might do the. It's driving me mad. I might connect to, as you said, the old hotspot. I might just do it to the box and everything and see what's going on at half time. All right, my brother. It's driving me mad. You're doing a beautiful. It's just driving me mad, person. I'm sitting here with my fucking left leg giving it fucking up and down, like not knowing what's going on. Pissing you right off. Manny,
I understand. Don't worry about
Manny,
it.
I like having direct contact with you, as you know. I won't go into it too much, but I like having that very direct contact with you. And in emergencies like this, Manny, I might have to do a late reach out to you. I know you're always busy, but we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? You don't try, you don't get. So I
that's
very direct contact with you.
You know how to reach me. Don't worry about it. And obviously for these watch-alongs, it's our time. Don't worry about it. Odegaard now receiving the ball from Rice, passing it to Saliba. Blanco. And Blanco sending it forward, hoping to find Martinelli, which he does. He ends up finding Havertz instead, rather. And Havertz being harried by João Mario. Eventually, Declan Rice gets the ball. And I'll tell you what, I'm not too fond of this idea of having Havertz as a false nine, but maybe Arteta feels that Trossard's technicality
Sorry,
would be
it's
needed
Trossard. Hold
in
on. Who's more
midfield.
the false nine for you tonight? I can't see shit clearly. Who is more? Is it Havertz or Trossard?
It's Havertz, because in the lineup I found out that 29 was going to be in the middle with Saka on his right and Martinelli on his left. And I think Arteta feels that Trossard's technicality would be more of use in the midfield. Arsenal free kick, foul on Odegaard. I believe it was Pepe who's the culprit here. And we see Conceição, the former Porto and Portugal defender, obviously taking a look at some things through his video. Arteta in contact with his assistants, Airport Albert, as they call him.
Pepe is so dirty, says Leo Cup. WB is playing the sex box and watching. It's the Xbox, sorry, Manny. The sex box. The what box?
Yeah, I saw the comment and I knew what you were talking about. Don't worry about
Brilliant.
it.
Sorry, man. Joking, man. Come on. And Pepe.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. But we're going to see who has this free kick. It looks as though Odegaard might be taking it, but Rice is also standing over it. It could, in fact, be Declan Rice who takes it because his pieces were on point on his return to the London Stadium. Can he get it? Can he get it right at the Estadio do Dragão?
Well, I do feel again he's got his trousers
into the penalty area, punched away by Diego Costa, and I believe there was an infringement in the penalty area, which means that it will be a free kick to Porto.
Guys, do me liking, do me subscribing. Need a hand.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, this guy is really a fine set piece taker. And Pepe, who conceded the free kick with a foul, has been fouled himself. Some argy-bargy going on there between Kivior and another Porto defender. Can't find out who. And some really nervy play there from... that was the number 31. Otavio there, who literally nearly got his jocks in a jam there, but was able to clear that eventually. And so 17 and a half minutes gone. It is still Porto 0, Arsenal 0. I know, Danny, you were hoping for Arsenal to be on their throats in the opening 20 minutes, but I'll tell you what, it was goalless for the first 20-odd minutes between us and West Ham, and then once we scored, the floodgates opened.
Manny,
could we?
You gave us a very, very funny, good stat as well, though. Sorry, you said the teams that have beaten Porto. Go on, I'll let you take it away. I said, do mention that on the stream because it was giving me the Lee Akers birthday vibes. Remember what I said before we come in?
Yes, I do remember that. The last 5 occasions that Porto were beaten at this stage in the Champions League, the winners of that tie went on to reach the final. Those teams, I know that Liverpool beat Porto twice and ended up reaching the final in both 18 and 19. Chelsea ended up winning and reaching the final in 21 and going on to win. And Inter Milan also were finalists last year after beating Porto. I don't quite remember the other team to do it. I think memory fails.
You're phenomenal to remember all of this, Manny. Like, you know, I judge myself and love myself for the football knowledge. Like, I can hardly remember last season's Inter Milan. Like, if you've just took that off the top of your head, you're fucking a genius. Like, wonderful. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much indeed. But now Porto on the attack with a possible pass to the right, well controlled in the penalty area. I think his first touch let him down a little bit, but he still has the ball, and it's looped off. I think Havertz it looped off and fallen straight into Raya's arms. So do not discount these Dragons. I mean, they will come at you very hard on the counter. If you slack off for a minute, they're going to be on you. And that's one of the reasons why, Danny, we can never really put too much emphasis on our recent form because Yeah.
Are they leading Benfica at the moment? How's Spanish? Spanish, you bastard. How's their Portuguese form getting on?
Let me take a look and see.
Sorry, I might have had that one there. Just loaded for me. Sorry, man.
Yeah. Last season they were, of course, runners-up, and this season they are third with Sporting Club de Portugal in first, Benfica in second. Sporting Club de Portugal, of course, have a game in hand on both Benfica and Porto. Porto, as it stands, if they don't win this and go far to win the Champions League, they could very well be in trouble. They need to finish in the top 2 to either get into the league stage or at least in the third qualifying round. So Porto have a few problems.
That's what I say. This should be no problem for us. We're a Premier League team. Fuck this. Let's go and win 2-0, Manny. I was just Liverpool guys are still getting defeated at the moment. 0-1 to the might of fucking Luton Town. And it's still Napoli 0. Club Barcelona 0.
20 minutes gone over here. Still Porto 0, Arsenal 0. So 2 tight games and 1 potential shock. I wouldn't be surprised if Klopp reads his boys the riot act, but still, 20 minutes gone in all games. You just know that Liverpool are going to come back hard. But then you cannot afford to drop Mohamed Salah even for a game against Luton Town.
All right, I'm going to have to just send out a reply, Manny. Nope.
And of course, the thing about this is that had Luton lost, if Luton were to lose today, they'd be in the bottom 3 by virtue of their poor goal difference. But, between Everton and Luton, it's going to be a titanic fight to see which of them will stay up. Burnley, Sheffield United, they're down. They're down.
So hold on. So we're talking about, I was going to call him Sir Company. So
off the bar, off the bar and behind. You just missed a really titanic piece of play here. An attack down Arsenal's left, and I'm going to describe it once we play the highlights. But Galeno somehow contriving to miss it. Great work here down the left. That's Kivior's or Zinchenko's side, really. I think it was Evan Nilsson who went into an offside position but came back. Galeno off the upright and had the chance to get the rebound in, but somehow put it just wide with Raya beaten hook, line, and sinker. I told you, do not discount this Porto team. Off
Manny?
the bar.
God
Just
damn.
wide.
Oh, shit. Blimey, we need to wake up. This
and
is
this
not
number,
going to be easy.
and
Wake
this,
up,
and
man,
this,
the fucking Gunners. Come on, you Gunners.
And this number 13 for Porto, Galeno, I tell you what, he has got an absolute cracker of a shot.
Fuck's sakes. Getting frustrated, man. I can't see anything. Please carry on. Shouts out to you, Manny. I fucking love and adore you, mate.
Okay. Wenderson, Rodriguez, go Nascimento, Galeno. Obviously not no relation to Edson Arantes do Nascimento, but born in Brazil in Barra do Corda, and 26 years old, not been called up by the Brazilian Seleção, but clearly has a home in Portugal. I think most of these Brazilians are able to claim Portuguese citizenship fairly easily, so they have no problems being able to play in Portugal. And so another example of how, I don't know, everything comes back to Portugal, maybe.
God damn. Struggling here. A couple of technicals still running around there. Please don't say that. They're not 3-0 up. Mate, I'll rip your balls off. Do not play with me. I've just checked. They're 1-0 up. Mate, don't lie to me like that. It's vicious. But come on the fucking Luton. Shouts out to you, Robbo, mate. Absolute pleasure to have you here, my G. My Luton brother. Brothers, I fancy going down to that hat shop in that Luton mall. It looks a bit like a crack den, the actual mall in Luton. But I still that's a bit bad, isn't it? Sorry, mate. It looks like a crack den. But I still want to get down there to the hat shop. You want to come meet me at the Hatters, bruvs? Say end of the month, and I'm not actually playing. I'll run down to Luton. We'll do a quick little fucking 5-minute, a little fig, me and you, outside the Hatters, inside Luton. What do you think? Inside Luton. I want to get deep inside Luton very soon, bros. What do you think? What do you think, Rob or mate?
Your life, your decisions. I'm all the way here, a continent, 5.5 hours away. It's your life. You do whatever you choose. You're the boss. You make your decisions.
Mate,
you know what you're doing.
I'm going to see Robbo, mate. I'm telling you. I said, goddamn. I'm going to go see Robbo. We're going to have a pint. And we're going to talk Arsenal. We're going to talk Luton. We're going to talk Edwards. We're going to quickly, Lokonga. Who's your player of the season, mate? And how high on that list is Lokonga, Robbo? I'm very interested to know. Would you be keeping Lokonga like the tune of £20 million if possible? If you
I actually, you know what? Apart from Lokonga, I think one person who's been an absolute revelation has been the former Everton, Chelsea, and Arsenal bloke, Ross Barkley. I mean,
yes, he fucking has actually. In saying that, well done, Manny. He even annoyed me for about 10 minutes against us. Like he was pissing me off. Danny loves Luton. Yep. Fuck off, Lee. Shouts out to you though, Sophie. Hashtag goddamn if we go 1-0 up. Guys, please hit the like on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new this evening. Shouts out to Surfit Rod, Robson, Lee Akers, UE, all of the real ones. Craig has been in the stream. Shouts out to Manny and myself. Let's see if my
So Wendell's job obviously is to try to get to grips with Bukayo Saka. He ends up fouling him, and Arsenal have a free kick. But we've been running well down the wings, but haven't really tested Diogo Costa in goal. I think his punch away from the Rice free kick was really the most he's been tested. For now, though, it's an Odegaard free kick from the right, so this will possibly curl in. And the reason why I don't rate Costa is because the goal he conceded against Morocco was sort of from across where he flapped at it and allowed En-Nesyri to score what proved to be the winner and destroy Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup dream. But we're going to see how this one goes because we know that Odegaard can bend them, he can flight them. And from the right, hoping to curve it in, but acrobatically headed away for a corner. And it's Alan Varela, the number 22, the Argentinian, who heads that away. Very acrobatic there. Nobody really on the end of that. I think that free kick didn't quite have the height or the distance to go straight through. But the danger isn't over for the Dragons. Bukayo Saka, left-footed, curling in. And we all know how much of a menace Senor Magalhaes is from these corners.
Come on, Gabby.
Senor, I should say.
Guys, do be like, keep subscribing. Thank you so much.
Of course, Saliba's not half bad either. Ask West Ham fans.
Mate, the greatest that is there, my friend. The greatest.
Yeah.
Oh, Manny! Sorry, I know. I think I'm back, man. Hold on.
Yeah, but listen, let's take a look and see here. Yeah, I don't know if you're ahead of me, but
wait, I'll fucking tell you. If you give me 5, yes, I'm on. Tell me in a minute. Give me a minute. Check, Manny.
26, 44, 45, 46.
Fuck you. I'm 2 minutes behind you. Not with a fuck you. Sorry. Fuck's sakes. I'm 2 full minutes behind you, Manny.
Yeah, well, if it's any consolation, you didn't miss very much because that corner was a bit too close to Diogo Costa, and somehow, credit to him, he caught it. And then,
now I'm 45 because I can see shit. Go on, Manny.
Yeah, but you're still two minutes behind me. So,
hey, look at that for a comment, boys and girls. I'd pay 40 mil for Lokonga. Exactly. Hey, I've been hearing since Christmas that this geezer has literally at Luton Town realised where his ball bags are and he's turned the page. And this isn't from Robson. I've had this from another Luton fan. Do you know what I mean? Talking very slyly to him on Twitter. It's like that Lokonga's a fucking player, and it makes me laugh why Arteta let him go. And you're screaming you need a central midfielder down here. He goes, I fucking laugh at this. So apparently Klopp said something very similar or hinted something very similar as well, Manny. I don't know if that's caught your attention.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, I really despise the way Arteta goes about things because, he has his own, harebrained, cockamamie ideas with regard to certain players. And there's a reason why I speak about the Gabriel Martinelli thing because, one of the guys said that although he can score goals as a centre forward, whenever he has someone, on his tail attacking him, he doesn't quite have the strength to be able to move around that. And Thierry Henry,
he did kind of shrug off Virgil van Dijk for the goal against Liverpool. That was a very funny move from Virgil. I do get it. I think he has brothers, and sometimes again, it's not about always the strength. Yes, I get it. If you're built like Ivan Toney, it's going to help in a massive league like the Premier League. But I don't think physically Henry was the strongest footballer on earth, bros. Like pound for pound.
Yeah. Keep talking. I was going to come to that. Keep talking.
Yeah,
keep talking.
I don't think Henry was physically the strongest guy in the world, but his pace, his football intelligence, his brain, his nous for knowing where the goal was, and then he'd already kind of know, if you're asking me personally, what his next move was. You've got Manny running over to you, just about to snap you. Just before he receives the ball, he's already thinking, I'm taking this on my left, I'm dragging it back, taking it on my right, open up my shoulders, and I'm going to fucking score, and I'm going to hit this towards the corner.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, more for Manny. Go on, Robbo.
That's why they called him Va Voom. You know what I mean? And so who's to say that if you don't allow Martinelli the freedom to play the way he likes to play and give him all the confidence in the world, who's to say that he can't be as good? And let's not forget,
Robbo would pay for me, by the way. Am I in the 90 mil bracket? So you're going to tell me something silly like a fiver? No, fuck with you, Robbo.
Yeah. You're always twice as valuable as me.
Come on.
Know that. But
go. Sorry, man.
Yeah. So and Henry, of course, was famously a winger, but then once he caught Monsieur Wenger's eye and Wenger brought him to Arsenal, he converted him into a centre forward, one of the greatest we've ever seen, our greatest ever goal scorer. And I want to ask you a question. I don't know if you were there for that cup game when Henry came back and scored, but I
Of
tell
course.
you what, if you were
Sheffield
there,
United, Sheffield United, was it Manny? Sheffield United?
no, Leeds.
You bastard. Oh, yes, it was. Sorry. Did he? Hold on. Was his last goal against Sheffield United then maybe? Where did my Sheffield United just come from there?
No, but that was the goal he scored when he came back on loan from America, if
Oh,
memory
yes,
serves
I
me well.
remember. He had his beard. He had his beard. He had his beard. I know. I thought
Yeah, and he
Sheffield
wore the number 12
United.
jersey because Wally Walcott wore number 14, I remember. And he
Yes.
still showed that he still had it. And all we can do is just wonder, how could we have let him leave? And the answer is simple. He wanted to win the Champions League, and he did that with
I'm
Barcelona.
vegetarian, Manny, and look at this bollocks.
Robbo, you
Last
just
goal.
put yourself...
You
Oh.
bollocks as well, Lee. You bollocks as well.
We'll have to confirm that later on. But then, there's no reason why a competent manager wouldn't see Martinelli's abilities and say, you know what, I want you to play centre forward. And he has played centre forward for the Brazilian Seleção.
So should he have got a tune out of Lukonga? What are you telling me, Manny?
He should have gotten a tune out of at least one or two other players who he sent on his merry way. I don't know why he couldn't have kept Guendouzi for a little bit longer. I seriously don't know what he was thinking when he got rid of Emiliano Martinez. Because since then, we kept Leno for a season. Then we got Ramsdale. Then we've got Raya. In between, we got Runason and Ryan.
Brother. We tried to get Raya just before we actually confirmed Ramsdale. Trust me.
Yes, I remember that.
So for me, Raya was always on the cards, brothers. And I find that fucking...
Yeah.
Whichever way you want to dress it, mate. I find it's like, I don't know. It's like Arsenal bringing in Bruce Friel, knowing Wenger's coming in the year after. Fuck knows.
Yep.
Did you get to Jacob at left back, the man?
Well, he's looked good in the league. This time around, I mean, he's been caught out on one or two occasions, but he's looked solid whenever he's had the ball. But he's obviously had Porto's attackers take advantage of him, and yeah.
Sorry, man.
Okay. So Trossard with obviously Leandro Trossard with a shot in the penalty area, left-footed. He thought he was Johnny Wilkinson, went over the bar.
Over the bar.
So basically, it's the number 10, Francisco Conceição, the number 11, Pepe Aquino, and Galeno, who've been giving Kivio a bit of a tough time at left back. And so, of course, Zini's injured. I wouldn't be surprised if within a season or two, he could also be on his way out.
Manny, I don't know if you want a piece of that comment. I don't know if you want a bit of that, Manny. Guys, do me like him, do me subscribing.
What comment was made? Let me know.
Towards you, bros. I wouldn't pin it. I'm just for...
Hey, listen. With an Arsenal connection, with an Arsenal connection, I saw Charlene Smith fall for that. You're not going to get that out of me. And that's not even Cuban sounding. Wind your neck in, mate.
It's ridiculous when they get caught out like that, bros. I just smile to myself and don't even pin the comment. I piss myself and carry on, bros.
Yeah, I mean, you probably would have seen them so many times. I'm not the biggest fan of AFTV, but I mean, those ladies, Pippa, Charlene, and Helen, would always have a segment after a game where they'd read super chats. Anything which sounded ridiculous, they'd get, caught out on it. And over here, we see Saka. We see Saka down the right. He had a shot which deflected off a defender, and it went on to the top of the bar. And now, after all that palaver, we've got an Arsenal corner. Bukayo Saka to take it.
Like, boys, have we got the famous LTA in the stream today? Where's the famous LTA?
The Lawn Tennis Association?
It's the Lee Trossard Acres. Lee Trossard Acres. The LTA. You're thinking, hold on, Dan started a fighting group. Oh my God, what's Dan done now? I can't stream with this geezer. He's only started a firm called the LTA. That's the Lee Trossard Acres. He loves a bit of Trossard, doesn't it? Look, the LTA is here.
So the understanding is that Lee being short for Leandro, eh? Nice one.
Of course. Just need Linda and Sarah. Woo-woo. The band is back together. You cheeky
Okay,
little
corner by
bastards.
Saka,
I love you
and
guys.
it came onto the head of Saliba, but he was in the wrong place and ended up heading it wide. And so we're starting to grow into the game, but worryingly, Porto is still looking really good on the counter. And so
Guys, I'm going to get some hot from Luton.
coming up to 35 minutes, it is still Porto 0, Arsenal 0. And what's the score between Napoli and Barcelona, brother?
Napoli and Barcelona, I do believe, guys, it's still 0-0. I'm just going to confirm if you give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is still 0-0. And Luton, incredibly, are still 1-0 up at Handfield. Not Anfield, it's Handfield. Come on, the Gunners. Come on, the Luton. The LTA is here. The LTA is here. The famous LTA is here. Saliba should have scored there. I've missed it, mate. It's coming up for me now.
Yeah.
If you give me a second, I'm seeing a corner. I'm enjoying the LTA. Go on, son. Right, I'm off, boys. Luton scores second. I've just kicked off. Come on, Robo! See you later, mate. Love you all. Saka hasn't tried once to take players on. He's fucking tired, mate. Leave him alone. He's knackered. He was out drinking in Stockstiff last night. Of course he was.
Yeah, foul by Arsenal. I think Martinelli's the guilty party here on Alan Varela, and that will be a free kick to Porto. Are we going to see how well they do here?
Your brain. Oh, I was
a cheeky, a really stupid,
I didn't realise it
cynical
moved
little
around.
elbow
Look at
there.
this. Manny, my mic moves around. I was wondering, why is it leaning to the left? It moves around, Manny. Oh my God. I don't know what that. Yes, Manny, I didn't ask for it to have a light as well, Manny. I know I'm a bit colourful, but I didn't ask for the light. You don't believe me, do you?
All good.
You actually believe I asked for the light, didn't you? I don't trust you, Manny.
I don't believe anything. I don't, whatever. I'm focused on the game. Don't worry about it. So Porto,
that's a lovely picture. You got the biggest eyes in the fucking world in that picture.
So far now, Porto have had the best chance. A shot which hit the upright and then which should have been nestled in the back of the net, but ended up wide. That was the best chance all game, and so Porto could very easily be 1-0 up right now. And so we've got it all to do. Short free kick, and it's worked out to the right. Hit into the air by Magalhaes, I think, and Porto is still trying to work a possible attack, and it's very, very well won indeed. But the resultant shot is always rising, not really on target, but pretty decent effort there. And it's Nico Gonzalez, number 16, who right between Kai Havertz's legs, always rising, never going to trouble Raya, and a little bit of volleyball being played by the people in the stands. So this Porto team can definitely attack. They can definitely create chances. We need to up our game. Although I do believe it was Lee Akers who said that we could get a draw and finish off the job at the Emirates. But listen, we got a draw against Sporting Lisbon the last time around. Didn't finish the job at the Emirates. Gonçalves from the halfway line. Ramsdale couldn't save a single penalty. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
You know what I say, Manny? I say, you fucking tell him, brother. You fucking tell him.
Which is why we need to win tonight. I'm not overly confident of a good win, but we need to win.
Manny, I'm unimpressed with what I've seen so far, and I haven't seen as much as you, quite clearly. Craig, give me your thoughts today, my brother. You are a real one. On this day, the king, you scored. That's all about Real Madrid in the Champions League. What a result that was. Was it this day, yeah? Shouts out to you, Craig. You are this evening's man with us already.
Yep, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And of course, that was one of the few occasions that we held, that Real Madrid were held to a scoreless game. We kept a clean sheet at the Bernabeu that day.
How is the kid and how is school? Sorry, the kid. That sounds so ignorant. How's your little one? And if that sounds any better, how's the missus and how's school? More importantly, how's school? And shouts out to you, Craig. Come on, you Gunners, for fuck's sakes. How's school though, Craig? On a serious note. Oh, little Benny, don't you look lovely in that red top? Oh, Benny.
A long kick from Diego Costa, hoping to find
Benny.
Porto attacker, but Benny Blanco cutting that off.
Whoa. I'll tell you, looks like he's on a shanker, man. He's got a big long jacket on. Did you see that, Manny?
Yeah, I saw that. Listen, I'm not too bothered about what he wears. Contrary to what a lot of people would say, he is not the best-looking Spaniard we know. Cesc Fabregas takes that on a hands down.
Hey, Was it me and you discussing this? I think it was Craig that goes, "Oh, Per Mertesacker and Wiltshire are going to be our next managers or whatever." I goes, "No, man, not when Cesc smashes it up in Italy, bros. Cesc is our next manager, you bastard." What do you think, Manny?
Good call, but I just don't know if it could happen. And shot on target, but easy save for David Raya.
Give me
And
one, not alone 7. Give me one good reason. If we bring a geezer who he was a captain, but he was shit Arteta. Like, why couldn't we bring up a proper midfielder back? Even that doesn't mean he's a good manager. But we never knew if Arteta was going to be a decent manager. He never had a job before. Just saying.
Evan Nilsson
Just
there with a
saying.
shot through Rice's legs, but easy pickings really for David Raya. Never really going to trouble the keeper. I think it actually took a deflection off Rice en route to Raya. So I'm not too sure why the Portuguese fans are oohing and eyeing. They were never going to score from that. But 40 minutes gone, still Porto 0, Arsenal 0. I would like to think that we could end up really turning it on the second half, tightening up at the back and then really catching them. But this does look worrying that we haven't really been able to test Diogo Costa as of yet. And
I could
I
take
think patience.
Hey, I could take. Sorry. I could take to Cesc as quick as certain bastards I've took to Arteta. Sorry, very quickly back to Craig. Craig, fabulous news. I'm not here to judge. The police route is such a bastard route, but you know what? If it's done the job and it's a fucking executed the deal well, fucking beautiful, isn't it?
Yep.
There's a couple of things you said, I'd have switched over the old school, innit? But shouts out to you, Craig, and I'm fucking delighted everything's good. Brilliant news. That's made my night as much as anything
Very
else.
happy. Very happy indeed. Very happy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously,
come on a fucking Arsenal now. Do you know what I mean?
always has a special place in my heart. I'm happy that things are going better for you. Listen, Cesc could have re-signed for us. I believe it was Wenger who said no.
Yeah, exactly. He had Ozil. He said basically, yeah. Mate, he would never have joined Real Madrid. I know it ain't the point in PSG, and Akers is never going to have it, the big bastard. He'd have never have joined PSG. He'd have never have joined Man City.
Corner by Saka and headed over the bar.
It was his
No, not headed over, but headed away. Still back with Saka. Down the right, hoping to get it in, and it's another corner to Arsenal. So Porto are defending tightly, but sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
By the way, Manny, I'm just going to finish that point. If it wasn't just Club Barcelona, you'd never have left us. At the end of the day, I would have still brought him back. It's like we're trying to do 2 attacking midfielders now, has Havertz and Odegaard. Mate, Cesc would have just jumped straight back in and would have probably become 10% more defensive in his overall game because we had Ozil. I can't believe what Wenger did to us.
Exactly.
But he had nowhere else to go. Bollocks. Bollocks. What can you say? Danny and Manny, thank you for that. It really means a lot, bros. Absolutely no problem, bros. We mean it. That's right. We mean it. Manny must bring out the best now, bros. You know what my thoughts are when it comes to kids and schools. So,
right. So corner from Saka, high above everyone else, and somehow the giraffe lets it go off his arm and go behind. If I never ever see Kai Havertz playing as a false 9 again for Arsenal, it will be too soon. And yet I just know that that's what Arteta is going to do in the second leg at the Emirates.
Come on, boys. I'm the pessimistic one. We're keeping it confident today. I'm still saying we're nicking this game. I don't care if it's in the 96th minute, Manny. We're nicking this game.
We have to nick this game.
It reminds... Who done it?
It's Arsenal against Brentford at the G-Tech. And, of course, it was Kai Havertz who scored that day.
It's the Virgin himself. Virgin. Well done, Lee. Mr. Virgin van Dijk.
So that puts Liverpool 3 points ahead of us, but we do have an excellent goal difference.
Liverpool. Fuck off. Manny, minute. Where are you in the minute? Sorry, brother.
43, 33, 34, 35.
I've caught up a minute. That's phenomenal news. I've caught up 1 minute, Manny.
Yep, but Porto still trying to defend, and they do end up winning a free kick. And so far, Saka, aside from Saka's been kept pretty quiet in comparison. I mean, yeah, he's been able to make a few runs and take some corners, but he hasn't really been as influential as we would like. And even Odegaard has been shut down. So what they've done perfectly, mind you, is they've defended very solidly. And Pepe, I thought he'd be a weak link, but I was wrong.
Manny, if you fancy giving Brentford a little text, tell him he can come in for the last little if he wants, the last say 15, the last whatever he wants. Tell him he can jump in if he likes.
I would, mate, but I think he's pretty much busy on the Liverpool-Luton watch-along, so I don't
Oh,
know
is
if
he
he'll have
doing
the
that?
time.
Sorry,
But
you fucking said that. I mate, I'm a fucking.
no,
I can't remember.
he might be actually with another channel, but you know, he did say that he would, give you a subscription. He'd probably possibly check
I'm gonna
us
do
out
the exact
later
same.
on.
Please send me the link to his thing, bros. I'm gonna do the exact same. I'll do the
Yeah.
exact same.
Yeah, but by the way, big up to you and him for doing that stream, as well as the others, Patrick and everyone else. That was a fine stream. Rich
Thank
is
you
a
so
really
much,
good
boss.
bloke.
Thank you. And do you know, I was only worried because of my slight echo, but I tried to not let it phase me. And you know what? I'm like, I just jumped into me talking and something. You probably
Yeah.
noticed.
And so as the clock ticks 45 minutes, we've got another Arsenal corner. We're going to find out how many minutes are being added for stoppages. And come on.
And
Let
sorry,
us
man, I
know.
want to arrange something with Rich himself because, again, not that I didn't love 5 people. When it's 5 people, sometimes we're all talking, and do you know what I mean? It's a bit mad.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Chelsea's
And
had
that's
a couple of bits to say, and he was getting overshadowed, and I felt poor Brentford wasn't getting in because I was in overdrive by that time. Not trying to offend no one.
yeah.
What I want to do is with Rich.
That's why you need a strong co-host to moderate everything. Make sure that everyone has their say. We've got 1 minute of stoppage time. So this
Oh no,
corner from the top.
Manny. You know I don't mean to take over. It's not a take. Oh, fuck off, Gap Hope.
Yeah, no, I'm not insulting you. And listen, let me just take this
Yeah,
corner because this could be the last action of the first half. Some
Go
shoving
on, Manny.
between Varela and Ben White, and another header wide. And could that be half time? I believe there's a foul, of course, on other defender. 70 million down the drain. Kai Havertz flops again and again and again. And no, what I'm saying is, everybody wants to get their word in edgeways, right? But there's nobody there to stop them and say, no, listen, this guy has to land. I do like Rich, but this is why you need a strong co-host. And I'm actually a co-host for 2 channels, Oris Talks Football and Coaching
Hey, I
Corner.
can do something with Rich tomorrow, though, mate, and people would be fucking sorry, not in a rude way. They'll be putting checker me. They'll be like, mate, you're gonna let that geezer finish, innit? You know? Sorry, I've just got that sort of personality, man. I don't mean to be ignorant like that. So what I'm saying is, if me and Rich or me and you, whatever, we decided to run something similar, that of course it would be more in check. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It was fucking fantastic. I properly enjoyed myself. I was 15 minutes late for my own stream, Manny, which you probably know I wouldn't really do. It's because I was struggling to get myself away from it. Exactly. I was struggling to grab myself away. I really enjoy a good football conversation, so I'd rather that.
You were having fun, and I'll tell you what. It's really good that you're on a stream like this instead of some of the more publicized streams like, Terry Flewis' rubbish and all that nonsense. Porto nil, Arsenal nil at halftime. Porto having arguably the best chance of the game. Should have scored from that. We are lucky not to be 1-0 down. We need to get our acts together ASAP.
Fucking hell, Havertz. Right, you knew a little cock up. Yeah, bros, I actually went. As soon as I went 1-0 up, Manny will tell you. I said it'll be 4-1 to Liverpool, and that's gospel. I said it'll be 4-1 Liverpool immediately. Manny, yes or no?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, this could very well be, this could very well be the tight win that actually puts Liverpool further ahead. I don't think it'll be a very. I did predict 3-1, but I wouldn't be surprised if this one ends up being tight because Luton are fighting for their lives. Because mind you, if Luton were to lose this game, then they'd be in the relegation zone because they've got a poor goal difference, worse than Everton. But I did say that the Everton-Luton battle to stay in the Premiership will be very titanic, believe you me.
Most definitely. Manny, thank you today. Shouts out to you. I was having massive technical difficulties. They do seem to have smoothed themselves over now. So absolute shout out to you. It's always a pleasure. Champions League games going forward, guys. We've got to get all the way to the final because we've got to get Manny on the fucking channel even more and more. And shouts out to him, brother. He's only encouraged me to try and do them streams that, like what he was basically saying there. Focus on not more. I'm not going to say more my left. Just whatever it is. Just focus more on the people that actually talk football and try and have a real football conversation or perhaps a debate. Shouts out to you.
Yeah, because if you notice, a large number of these more, popular YouTube channels, they tend to, descend into a lot of disputes, some anarchy, because it's the controversy that really.
There's a bit of a noise next to you when you're talking. Just since you took your camera off for a second there. Sorry, no, now it's stopped. Yeah, now it started again. Is it me? Hold on, is it me? Shit, was it me?
I've turned on the air conditioning because I'm sweating like a pig over
there. Right, leave it. It is your air. It's happened before. It's your air conditioner. Leave it. It's half time. It's not a problem. I give you permission for 15 minutes of it. I'm joking, man. I give you.
Okay,
15 minutes of
so here's
air.
here's a question for you. I'll give my perspective first, and then you can chime in. AFC always asking, would you bring on Georgie Porgy for Tilda Basmati because he's already on a yellow? We cannot afford to have him sent off. It
For me,
sounds
not
like a
yet,
good
not
idea.
yet,
It
not
sounds
yet.
like a good idea in theory, but I still don't think Jorginho has the legs. And the biggest problem right now is that we're getting sort of overrun in the midfield because Conceição has his players running really hard at us. So if you put Georgie Porgy in there, you're going to be asking for trouble.
But suddenly, you get what Craig says. In the 60th minute, Rice gets sent off. We've now not got the opportunity to bring Rice off for Jorginho. Me and you look like we're a bunch of cunts. Not about, you know what I mean? Because I say no as well. Because I say we're banging trouble if we put Georgie on for Rice. But if he maybe clipped someone in the 50th minute, I'd start thinking of saying, if he maybe, one of them little offences, he dragged someone back a little bit, but fortunately doesn't get booked for it, I'd rip him off immediately. Not a bad shot.
There might be some wisdom over there. My biggest fear is, though, that a lot will depend on Georgie's ability to be able to find that correct pass because we know he's not the fastest.
He can find the correct pass, Manny, for me. He can. That isn't my problem with Jorginho. He can find the correct fucking pass. As you said, the legs. Will he get overrun by fit young Portuguese geezer taking the fucking piss out of him? That's what I'm worried about.
I didn't say he couldn't find that. I mean, look, it worked beautifully against Liverpool, so it should work against Porto. But as you've said, I don't know if he has the legs. What really worries me, though...
keeps saying the same, by the way, Craigie. Sorry, Manny. Hussein keeps saying 600, 700, whatever millions it is spent by the geezer, and our bench still is not convincing. You don't feel that there's a match winner on that bench. Back in the days like Wenger, we always had some bastard to bring off that bench. I don't care who it was, mate. We always had a Sylvain Wiltord. We always had someone. A fucking Romford Ray Parlour. I don't care which
Sylvain Wiltord, don't remind me. Won the league at Old Trafford in 2002.
I never liked Wiltord that much, Bravs. I'm going to be honest with you. I was never the biggest Wiltord fan. I didn't get it at 12.5 million. If you want the absolute truth, thank God it's gone a long time ago. I still don't get it. So God knows what I'm going to think in 10 years about Havertz fucking Manny.
Mate, Wiltord is, a Euro winner with France. And he also...
Sorry. What? Was he in the 11?
No, he was more used as a substitute by Roger Lemaire, but he was brought on.
That's why
that's like saying that neither Thierry Henry nor Patrick Vieira deserve to be World Cup winners because they weren't necessarily in Aimé Jacquet's first 11 either. But they would come off the bench and perform.
Very, very true. That is very true about Henry. And Petit.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It can't be one for one and another for another. And listen, one of the best games I ever saw in that season was when we entertained Aston Villa. Magic Man Merson was captaining Villa that day. I think Stuart Taylor was in goal because we had David Seaman and Richard Wright both injured. It was Merson who actually put us ahead by lobbing Taylor, and then Steve Stone put them 2-0 up at half time, and we looked in trouble. But then we brought Sorry,
go on, carry on, finish. But I got one for Craig.
But then we brought Martin Keown and Sylvain Wiltord off the bench. We ended up scoring 3 goals. I believe Henry scored the winner that day, but Wiltord also played his role. We won 3-2, and from there we just went from strength to strength.
Craig, another vital bit. Well, because Manny's going to make me forget. I'm so sorry. Craig, another vital bit. I do believe Man City visit Anfield as well. I reckon us going to the Etihad, and yes, one game doesn't define a season. Manny will probably about to bark that out at us, but Liverpool do have to go to the Etihad. I actually do think these 2 games are vital now, and they actually could be season-defining games. Perhaps I'm wrong.
Yep.
Sorry, man. I really had to get that out before I forgot it because that one's now been playing on me.
I would have reminded you.
Manny, Liverpool and Arsenal have to be on the same page. These pricks can't win it. So we need maximum from them. They need maximum from them. And fuck it. If Liverpool even nicks it off us, bros, I'm just saying. I'm not having Man City win the league this year. Not me personally. I don't know.
Yeah.
Craig, yeah, there's a lot of wisdom to what you're saying there, Craigie, brother. Thank you.
I can't bear to see Pep Guardiola winning the league. So if it's not going to be Mikel Arteta, I certainly wouldn't mind Jurgen Klopp.
This is what I'm
And
saying. So we're going to help each other, brother. If there was such a thing, how the fuck did that not go in? Sorry. If there was such a thing of intelligent thinking, what's a strategic game, Manny, where you're trying to, where people try and get me out at the start because they know I'm going to be one of the like a big brother. Sorry to be so big headed. Like there was people strategically trying to fuck me off at the start. Yeah, I'm talking in that kind of way. You're looking really confused. Strategically, Arsenal, Liverpool. I've got to not again. It can't. There's no fixing things in the Premier League, but Arsenal, Liverpool. I've got to sort of think this through, man, because Man City can be stopped here, bro. So I just don't know who the eventual title winners are. I've looked at the run-ins, Manny. I've looked at a lot of things. I'll stay up at night looking at these things, man.
yeah,
Man City can be caught, bro.
They can definitely be caught. And I also wouldn't just yet rule out Aston Villa, mind you, because they had a bit of a slump, but they do have some of their first team players back. They had a decent win over Fulham.
Bailey's just signed a new contract there. Bailey's just signed a new contract, so he has he has got the balls. I've told you to go and Google this Brogio. Apparently he's the fucking bollocks, and he will play for Villa before the end of the season. I'm gonna mark my words on that one. Yeah, he'll play.
That's one thing I love about Unai Emery. He will also be very big on developing the youth. You see how
I told you this guy will play for Villa between now and the end of the season.
You see how Jurgen Klopp has managed to bring Connor Bradley into the lineup. He also was able to bring
the centre back as well. The black dude. He looks
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. Sorry, say
his name. His name's Kwanzaa. Jamal Kwanzaa.
Remember Nigel Quasi all them years ago from like QPR? I don't know. I was accusing him of being Nigel Quasi's brother, like not literally, but his name one more time. I'm bad at the name, Manny. What's his name?
His name is Kwanzaa. Quansaah.
It's not that hard even to say, Kwanzaa. Thank you, Ross. Sorry, I'm terrible with names, Manny. Don't take the piss.
But and also think of Harvey Elliott, who's playing his 100th game tonight. He was introduced as a youth player all those years ago.
There's only one player in that youth that I don't get why he hasn't sort of made a touch of a breakthrough. It's a guy me and you have spoke about before. It's Fabio Carvalho. I'm wondering if he just hasn't pissed off Klopp. I know we've spoke about him before, so don't say we haven't. I wonder if he's not pissed off Klopp. He's gone. He's doing some. Is he at Hull right now? He's doing all right again back in the Championship. I do believe.
Let me look him up right now. Fabio.
I'm really shit hot at this myself. I'm
pretty. So it's the Portuguese one, right?
Yep. Carvalho.
Yeah.
Fulham. Sorry, Hull.
Yes, Hull.
Yes. I know he scored on his first game back. I think they got a heroic 1-1 after being peppered for 90 minutes. By the way, guys, Denzel Dumfries, I hear he enters his last year of his contract at Inter Milan this year. Very attacking right back. I hear Unai Emery, which he's been topic of the stream tonight. Unai is massively interested in him. Do you know anything about that, Manny, or heard anything? He's got 1 year left on his contract at the end of this season.
Heard nothing about that, but I don't know if that necessarily explains why he hasn't been starting too many games.
Yes, I noticed that last night as well. I'm wondering if he's had a little contract bust up with them, and they're fucking, they're mugging him and not playing him. Because I can't even remember who their right back was last night, but he wasn't fucking groundbreaking. Bollocks.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when Dumfries came up against our boy Tierney, when Inter Milan played Sociedad in the group stage, Tierney more than held his own for quite a bit of time. But Dumfries is quality. And if, I'll tell you what, there have been rumblings about the inconsistencies of Matthew Cash, the Polish international. And it's Villa's lack of bench strength, which really harms them. So if he gets Denzel Dumfries into the team, oh boy.
Linked to the winger, Jeremy Stina has been mentioned again at Aston Villa. I think they need a 10, man. Why they couldn't have got Maddison, but I say that about Newcastle as well. I think this Emery would have been even more dangerous. Now, he said something allegedly that's pissed off Ollie Watkins. He said he needs a quality. Apparently, I don't know what's going on with this. What's his name? Duran.
John Duran.
There you go. He's not massively convinced, even though there's a lot of teams, allegedly, like Man City's and Chelsea's, watching his situation. So he must have a fucking pack of cards in him. But anyway, forget that. He needs a quality, someone that's really going to push Ollie, and that pushes Aston Villa to the next level. And do you know what? I love Emery for that, because that's what Ollie needs, to kick up his arse sometimes, just to show, don't get comfortable, prick, because this guy's coming in. Do you know one of them ones, Manny?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard something similar to that, but
There you go.
you know, it's clear to me, Danny, that Emery loves Ollie Watkins, and that's why
That's
if
fine.
Arsenal try,
That's fine, but you can't have nothing after him, Manny. And Unai's
I
right.
absolutely agree with you. I
There
mean,
you go.
that's what I said. It's the
And if you
bench
don't like
strength.
John Duran, you let the Arsenal, the Man U, or whoever the fuck it is take him. Championship club couldn't give him a wank. What I'm saying is, the score is fuck all, Phil. Um, do you know anything about this John Duran, by the way? Like, listen,
He's looked good whenever he's played for Aston Villa on a few occasions, but probably not been as consistent. Maybe
hold on.
Emery
I
feels as
need to
though he.
stop anyway because there's definitely a situation between these two. There's definitely a quarter situation because he's been screaming for first team football. Emre's like, mate, back down. You're not as great as you think.
Ugh, that's the only explanation we can give. You cheese off the manager, you get put to the bench.
And I think this is what's going on with him. And now Unai is threatening a quality number 2 striker in the summer, a quality one. So I fucking embrace that if I was an Aston Villa fan. I'm thinking, yes, Leon Bailey has just signed a new deal. Diaby's got to come back into form. We probably need a number 10 because Coutinho and whoever didn't do it for us. Mate, there's 1 or 2 bits still to be done at Aston Villa. And when you've got a goalkeeper like Martinez, provided you can still keep him away from the clutches of the Chelseas, etc., I think Aston Villa can have another fantastic season next year.
Yep. The only problem, of course, is that they're going to need a more than decent backup goalkeeper. Their current number 2 is the Swedish number 1, Robin Olsen, and he hardly ever plays unless Martinez is given a rest.
The might of Luton Town. And if you're referring to Manny as Gary Lineker, I don't know what you mean, but they're playing Luton fucking Town. They're playing Luton fucking Town. No one can attack Manny on this stream, brother. In case you could be attacking me, I don't know. Sorry, because I know you're a cheeky fucker like that. You're Liverpool playing boss, Gary Lineker. Oh, it isn't on tonight. You're taking the piss. Sorry, Manny, I misread that. There you go. No problem. I thought it was aiming at one of us. I was like, no.
Nah, he wasn't talking to us. I mean, why would he ask about
too much
Liverpool?
of a fucking gentleman, that's why.
Why would he ask a question about Liverpool and then attack us? Because we're not doing a Liverpool watch along, you see.
Very true. Sophie. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, look, I love the job Emery's doing at Villa, and I tell you what, if only we hadn't been so disrespectful and arrogant towards him, we could actually see the job that he's trying to do. And yet there are several of these pro Arteta fans who will always consider Emery to be a failure no matter what. And that really irks me. It angers me a great deal. Emery deserves a lot more respect than he's getting at the moment.
So I wasn't fucking you off, Manny, because I lost the ability to type. I lost the ability to type. Sorry, Manny.
Right, so out of respect for you, I am switching off the air conditioning. I think this should hold me for the next 45 minutes.
It's gone. I don't know what you've done. It stopped happening. Keep it on. It's gone.
No, because I've just switched off the air conditioning.
Oh, is that what? Brother, it doesn't have to be out of respect for me. Thank you, Manny. No, it's not like that. You know that you are a hero on this channel, brother, and no one can't tell you shit, and you come on when you're ready. That's it. Simple as. You don't need to enter that, brother. In fact, if I was streaming one night and halfway between the stream, you were like, damn, I don't know what that geezer's saying. I'm gonna jump in and address that. Manny, you just need to ask me to send you the code. That's all you got to do. Manny, you got it like that, brother. You've got it like that.
Yep.
Not many people can say that on my channel. God bless him. Luke has asked a couple of times, why don't you fuck with me on YouTube? I don't know. I was like, some people have just got a particular style, and I like particular styles. And Manny's style is fucking slick. Do you know what I mean? So there you go, Manny. And I disrespect no other YouTuber when I say that. I'm just saying, Manny's slick. There you go. Take it as you like.
I appreciate that. And listen, Luca, he's a good bloke at heart, but sometimes he tries a bit too hard, yeah?
Yes. Talking about, see, that's what drives me mad. I watch his Twitter activity, I'll be honest with you, and it drives me nutty. Why did no one watch the stream tonight? Why has this happened? Why is God not blessing me? Why is the sky blue? Why has grass, in fact, been made green? Do you know what I mean? Brother, come on. Stop it. And I will honestly love you and your channel a lot more, mate. Just stop worrying what people are thinking about you, mate. If I could be more, if I be more optimistic, everyone's going to like my channel. Mate, I couldn't give a fuck if you liked my channel, mate, because I'm going to do me. I'm not going to change my personality or my feelings or exactly what I'm thinking just because Twitter don't like me, mate. Like, The geezer's got to get a grip on that. And
Absolutely.
I
Whatever happens.
hear everything he's saying.
And
Honestly,
here's another piece of advice. If you care so much about what other people think of you, then YouTube isn't the platform for you. Simple as that. But anyway, they just kicked off. I believe Arsenal are now attacking from right to left, and they have a chance. I mean, there's still a ball forward to Martinelli, but the defense seems to have his number. And even Martinelli has sadly been kept quiet tonight, which is why I'm just wondering, why do you want to keep him on the wing when you know that there is a centre forward in him?
but
Arteta?
brother, he's tried it. We had centre forward problems last season. We had guys that refused to score goals. He's never attempted it. He's never liked the thought of it. Is it the work rate taken away from the left wing? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the fucking answer. And I'm hiccuping. I got hiccups.
There's really nothing that I can say about that. But you know, I'm always going to believe that Arteta is coaching the ability out of these boys. I really do. And
like Fabio
under
Vieira, yeah? Like
under
Fabio
a,
fucking Vieira.
yep, under a more
Hey!
under a
Sorry,
more
there's one for
competent
you, mate.
manager, I believe several of these players will thrive. Believe you me.
Manny, one for you, brother.
Yep. Thank you very much indeed, Jimmy. Appreciate that.
Yep, I'm joking. Yep. No, Manny's busy at the second. I'm going to do it for him. Manny, you are looking well, son. Porto are very well drilled. Take a draw here. These type of teams don't travel well. Manny's given us a couple of stats tonight that suggest different, though. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but
I don't believe they're in the same class as us either, Yui. But there you go.
they're not, but you know, they're playing well within themselves, and they've obviously had an intelligent approach to their game today. They know that if they sit back and allow us to, you know, get at them, they're going to be we're just going to cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
And I do get that, Manny. Shouts out to you.
So foul by Varela there on. I think that might be Martinelli who's on the floor. And a free kick. Yep, it is Martinelli, and a free kick to Arsenal.
Don't believe anything you hear, guys. People should throw stones at glass houses. Fuck yeah.
I'm not too sure what would prompt him to, you know,
I
say that.
have a rough estimation what he's thinking about there. Probably people talking about my stream in general. But I have a feeling what he's going with there because I love the geezer.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, if you can't allow yourself to care what other people think, otherwise, don't put yourself out there. Simple as that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Sorry, we're talking about a particular YouTuber there, Yui. Sorry, that was nothing to do with no one else. We're talking about. I mean, you don't go on Twitter like describing why your stream didn't do this because I wouldn't have time to do that personally. I don't think Manny would either, whether he was covering cricket, Formula One, or Arsenal Football Club.
Oh, absolutely,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
If the stream didn't bang, the stream didn't bang. You come back, you roll your sleeves up, you go again tomorrow. Like I just don't even know what to say to certain people. Like on that sort of
pick yourself up, dust yourself off. You know the song lyrics.
Oh, it's tattooed on my arm, Elia. Sorry, but not the name. Yeah, it's my daughter's name, Elia.
Nice. And still nothing much to report.
Shouts out to Manny. As I said at the start of the stream, guys, I was having fucking technical issues that were fucking major. Shouts out to you. Loco's in the building. He's just having a quick itch over here. He's just about to annoy me. I can feel it. Yeah, here he comes. He's fucking off out the room. Brilliant stuff. You look shaky. Oh, hold on. We look shaky, guys. Havertz and Akers are not attacking this. Akers is obviously Trossard, okay, Manny? Just in case, like the LTA, yeah? Akers is now Trossard. Jesus' goal scoring record in Champions League is crazy. It certainly is, but he's unavailable for 7 reasons or another. I wonder if he's allowed to leave the country. Hashtag Thomas Party. Manny, I'm going to ask you a straight question. Will Manny be involved? Will Thomas Partey be involved in Arsenal's next league game?
Ooh, I have to say no. I think Arteta probably Arteta will probably decide that it's time to cut.
Hold on, I've got 2 opportunities here. I wonder if John Sinclair try and get a bit of redemption apart from my echo on my laptop. I might try and get him back on the channel. It's Arsenal fucking Newcastle. And then obviously forget Sheffield United with no disrespect. I'm going to get your geezer on the stream, Mr. Brentford, Tony. Fabulous. I'm going to schedule a few things. I'm going to up my game, Manny. Seriously, I've got to start looking into things. There
You
you
do
go.
that, Danny boy. You do that.
Guys, Manny will give me a minute check in a minute.
Yeah, 50 minutes gone, 5 minutes of the second half played. Still Porto 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal looking a little bit better, running quite hard, but still not quite able to make any real inroads as of yet.
I've just jumped to another thing. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I'll give you the minute thing. It is 50, 30, 31, 32.
I've caught you up by another 15 seconds. Hold on.
That's nice. And an attempt. Yeah, Rice, of course, coming back and playing an auxiliary left back there. And Arsenal still have the ball, but a nothing header there, which doesn't really go anywhere. And that will be a Porto. Well, I think Pepe's shouting. He's not too happy with something. I'm not too sure what that is. A little low five between him and Arteta. Were they teammates once upon a time? I don't think so.
Hold on, bros. I've just received this funny message.
They probably did play against each other when Arteta was at Arsenal and Pepe was at Real Madrid, but might have been a long time ago. And Martinelli now receiving the ball, shirt tugged by Fernando Conceição. That should be a booking, and it is.
Who the fuck is this? Sorry, Manny. Oh, it's fucking CJ. For fuck's sake. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Fuck, CJ got nicked. He has to change his number. For fuck's sake. So sorry, Manny.
No, I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things. I hope he sorts everything out.
I realised it was you, CJ, late in the day. Sorry, mate. I'm live. Porto Arsenal. I'm going to phone you directly on this bastard of a number straight after the stream. Straight. Sorry, man.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Free kick to Arsenal. 52 minutes gone. Odegaard from the left, possibly trying to find someone in the penalty area. We'll see how well this works.
Why does all the good ones get nicked? He's a decent gazer, I'll tell you that much. Lukaku looks very good first half at Anfield. Go on, Lee. You fucking tell him. Get Mr. Brentford and Richie on call, guys. There you go, fucking UE. Shouts out to you. And got everything apart from that thing. Sophie, what's a lot? No, I'm joking. Because UE is going to say it is awkward.
Okay, Martinelli down the left. Great skill, but an attempted cross headed into the air by Pepe. Odegaard on his left foot, pinball in the area, and that is cleared away. I'm not too sure whether there was a handball or not, but Magalhaes, Trossard, Saliba, all the way to Saka on the right. And now coming in quite nicely, finding Kivior. Can Kivior get it to Martinelli?
Fuck me, talk of the devil.
It gets to Martinelli via Havertz. Martinelli now, and this is why he's wasted. A tired attempt to try to cross it in with his left foot, and he ends up putting it wide. You're wasting him wide on the left, Mikel. Seriously. Under a more competent manager, he'd be in the middle, scoring goals and having the time of his life.
Shit. Guys, 11 of us here. Please be liking, please be subscribing. It's still 0-0 away at Porto. I thought we'd be up and running. Come on, Arsenal. CJ, I'm fucking distraught at what I just heard, bro. I hope you ain't been fucking... Yeah, me and you don't do well there, bro. You know what I mean? Leave it out. Shouts out to you, CJ, brother. Sorry, I just didn't mention it. Oh, my mate's been nicked. What's going on?
Yeah, but Porto with a possible chance. Back heel into the area, doesn't find its man, and Arsenal can clear their lines, and that will be a free kick to Arsenal. So a slight lack of quality in the final third. Porto will always have had the best chance in the game, but chances don't equal goals unless they get put into the back of the net.
Sorry, I was just watching what Martinelli done there. Jesus Christ.
I told you, he's being wasted on the wing. He's being wasted on the wing. I keep telling you.
Fuck the fucking bell. Luca, what are you sending me links of? Fuck off your stream straight. Come on, you gunners.
Luke up to his old tricks again, I see. The boy just never learns.
I love him, isn't he? He's a fucking beast. He's going to make Arsenal win. You're going to make fucking Arsenal win, you dog.
Corner to Arsenal. Feels as though it's been our 10th corner this game, maybe slightly less than that. We always get corners, but we just can't convert them. And we're not going to do that with this giraffe/donkey.
Hey, because there's no George Graham. Hold on, do you remember Stevie Bold at the front post? The flick on. Bold flicks it on. Smith!
But we do have Saliba and Magalhaes.
And they doesn't have to flick the ball on. You got to have a ball head like Stevie Bold. Bros, it's got to just skim off. Like, Manny, watch this. Manny, it's got to just skim off the red like that. Do you know what I mean? To the back post for Alan Smith. Lovely stuff. Do you remember them days, Arsenal?
Oh, found its way straight to, I believe that was Trossard. Tried it with his right foot. He had a shot with his left. He had a shot with his right. Both over the bar. It's just not his night.
The LTA's giving me the arsehole. So's Havertz, by the way. I'd fuck them both off now. I don't know who for, but the LTA and Havertz are giving me issues. The
Havertz, get him off the field. Trossard, no. I love his technicality. And speaking of Havertz, a chance now, but once again, the defense cutting it out quite perfectly. And a possible breakaway chance over here, although it's 1 against 4, but... this number 13, Galeno, he's a player, let me tell you. And now it's Fernando Conceição down the right.
Taking corners?
A cheeky, needless foul there by Kivior, and the pole gets booked. And
excellent.
It's a free kick to Porto in a somewhat dangerous position. And fortunately, neither Rice nor Kivior are in line to be suspended yet, but... I take it you saw the Trossard shot, which went over the bar.
Yeah.
I told you, he had one with the left, he had one with the right, but both over the bar. It's not his night tonight.
Bros, he should have controlled that better. Fuck off. That fell so perfectly on the fucking volley.
If he had put his laces through that would have hit the target. Believe you me. So it's Wendell, the number 18, the replacement left back, who has the chance to curl this free kick in. Left-footed from the right. This is normally Odegaard territory for Arsenal. What can this fella do?
Oh, shit. I forgot about something.
Chipped way over Galeno's head, and that'll be an Arsenal goal kick. Just tried too hard there, son.
I don't know. It was on 0-0 Arsenal. Let me just tell this person.
I'll tell you what, this defense is proving to be a pain in our Arsenal.
Of course. A pain right in our Arsenal. You've made me forget who I was looking for, Manny, on my WhatsApp. I'm going through names. I listened to you, mate, and yeah, that's it. There you go, I remembered.
And that should be an Arsenal corner. It's not, but Martinelli has the ball, and Porto are able to take that away. A slip, though, by Conceição, but a needless foul committed there by Kivior. Fortunately, it's not anywhere near as bad as the foul that got him a booking, but if he's not careful...
Don't you look at me in that fucking tone. Ross, the dog's going to knock over the table. What's the matter? Because Arsenal ain't winning, son. What's it? Because Arsenal ain't fucking winning. Go on, up here. Show yourself to that fucking stream. Go on then. Hey, locos! Hey. No, you're not tall enough, brother. He's fucking tall. Go on, son. There's the big loco head.
Yeah, Saka now down the right, up against Wendell.
Go away.
And a nothing cross, which goes out for a throw. Didn't find anyone.
Lee, stop your fucking nonsense. Oh, hello, son. What are you doing here, mate? I'm going to call you Thierry if we're in tonight. I'm going to change your name to Thierry. All right? I'm going to change your name to Thierry. Thierry. Don't you try and bite my hand, you big cunt. You know who I am. I'm the fucking governor. I'm the fucking governor around here. Do you know who I am, boy?
Oh, sorry, Paul Ince. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Fucking governor Andy, going up there. You can say hello to Manny.
Another stupid foul. Is this going to get a booking? It's Havertz who is the villain of the piece here. And this is when you can tell that we're starting to get frustrated, making some needless fouls all of a sudden.
What, boys?
It's cheap.
On here's the logo. Just like to say hello, Danny AFC TV. Shouts out to Manny. I just put a dog on the stream, mate. Sorry. No dramas.
What can you do?
My webcams.
It's a dog's life, I'm afraid.
Dog's fucking life out here, boys and girls.
And the giraffe, hand in the face, elbow. Oh, Christ alive, he is clumsy. He's a bit like the girl who had a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. When he's good, he's really, really good. But when he's bad, he's horrid.
Sit down. No. There's no need to come here. Come up here to after the watch along. Go fuck
right,
off up
so
there.
back pass to Diogo Costa. And Havertz has, in fact, been booked for that. So that's 3 Arsenal players in the book tonight. Excellent defensive work there from, I believe.
How far over the 60th minute are you, man?
57, 58, 59, 61 minutes. And potential attack there on the right, cut out fairly effortlessly, and Porto are going to try and break 3. Nutmegged beautifully, and Porto on the attack down the left. But Declan Rice, of course, cutting that out. It was Rice, in fact, who got nutmegged, I believe, and he had to make up for that. Kivior or Rice getting sent off. I hope and pray that doesn't happen, because if Kivior gets sent off, because I'll tell you what, Tomiyasu hasn't been picked for this squad. So we're going to have to really.
What's going on there? What, like we've seen Tottenham skipper back in the team and everything after the Asian Cup. What's going on here?
I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe a slight injury sustained in training. I don't know. I will have to take a look at that. And another booking this time for Porto. Nico Gonzalez there getting into the referee's bad book. Of course, the bad book is also his black book. Make that make sense.
Don't look at me in that fucking tone. Don't you fucking look at me in that tone.
Ooh, I love it when you start talking tough.
Manny! So don't just stare at me like you're fucking like, wait, mate, are you mugging me off? You've been on that computer for fucking over an hour. Fucking stroke. Do something.
Oh, I've got the same problem with my cats.
There you go. Ah, like my sister, yeah? You're a bit of a cat person. My sister's terrible, Manny, man. Fucking hell, she's got 7 or 8 of the fuckers. Sorry. Like, seriously.
Yeah. You know, cats, they do. The thing about cats is, the thing about cats is, Martinelli into the penalty area, very nearly made something happen. But once again, Porto's defense has been spot on tonight. No complaints about them on that front. They've certainly made sure that Arsenal haven't had too many openings, and there's a Porto player on the floor. It looks as though it could be Pepe who's down. Not the defender, the attacker. And Alan Varela coming back to perform some defensive work, and Otavio cleaning up, the number 31.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I do believe there's a score update from the Barcelona-Napoli game, if you'd like to inform everyone.
Let me get on it, man. Let me get on it. Stop. 4-1. It's 4-1 Liverpool, by the way. I said it would be 4-1, Manny, didn't I?
Yes, you did, but that quickly? What the heck is going on at Anfield?
And Lewandowski has scored. Goal in Napoli. Goal! Napoli nil, Barcelona 1. Lewandowski, goal! Sorry, man.
I think that's the South American commentators who do that, not the Spaniards.
Van Dijk, Gakpo, Luiz, and of course, Manny's very own Harvey fucking Elliott has scored to make it Liverpool. Tocksteth 4, Luton fucking Tan, Robson 1.
How did you call it 4-1?
Seriously? I'm a fucking genius, mate. As soon as they scored, I goes, it'll be 4-1. And Liverpool won't dare score again. Do you know why? Because I fucking told them, you fucking score again, you fucking scousers, you're bang in trouble. Do you know what I mean? So, Manny, I'm just
knowing them as well as I do, they're going to say you and whose army and just get a fifth just to cheese you off.
Well, fucking, we shall see, won't we? We shall see, Manny. We shall see.
Yeah. But at the moment,
Let me tell you
coming
what's
up to
like.
65 minutes on the clock, it is still
Hey,
Porto
hey,
nil,
I don't want to
Arsenal
burst
nil.
your bubble. Manny, I don't want to burst your bubble, mate. But Harvey Elliott scored in the 90th minute. It's going to be 4-1.
Okay. Don't forget stoppages, mind you. Don't forget stoppages.
Fuck them. Daddy AFC TV stronger than stoppages. If I say something's going to land 4-1, it's going to fucking land 4-1.
A bit ironic, given that you're not, given that you don't eat sausages.
Brother, it's the veggie in me that makes me so supreme. What can I say?
And your favourite cheese comes from the cottages.
Manny, we're not talking about our cheeses. I want you to go veggie for a month, bruv. For a full month.
I'm on a weightlifting kick. I need my
not make me
protein.
ask
No
you
can do.
for 90 days, Manny, because you might break.
Listen,
I will send my spies out to India to have a check as well, bro. So I'll send my spies out.
Listen. When I put my mind to it, I know that I can do something, but do not ask me to give up my meat. I'm
you
on
could
a gym.
ask me to give up anything for Lent, apart from possibly two things: fizzy drinks and smoking. Apart from that, bros, there's nothing that can tarnish me either. But I don't know. I'm addicted to fizzy drinks, and you know what I'm like with smoking. So I really wish
a possible chance for Porto there, but somehow that goes behind for a corner. They're looking dangerous. Evan
Are you
Nilsson there
getting
with
the
an
Lee
attempted
Akers
shot.
feeling that it's going to be a draw here, bros? Are you getting the Lee Akers feeling?
Could be, but some great work from Porto's number 11. I believe his name is, in fact, Pepe Aquino Costa.
You've almost made
And
me
waltzing past Kai Havertz there as if he didn't exist. And Declan Rice preventing that side foot from going into the net. And the corner comes to nothing, but does it go out for another possible corner? No, I believe that's a goal kick because Otavio was running hell for leather for that. But Porto are looking very dangerous on the counter, and their defense has been spot on tonight. So whatever happens, the home leg at the Emirates will not be cut and dry, believe you me. And listen, back to what we were talking about. The reason why I don't know if I can give up my meat is because I need my protein. I'm on a weightlifting kick right now. I'm benching, I'm deadlifting, I'm squatting. In fact, I think Khan will tell you that I've been really at it with the weightlifting.
Look rather decent, Manny. I have to say, I've just clocked your arms are looking pretty big. Yes, they're looking pretty big, son. Fucking steady.
Yep. So, the secret of my strength has been red meat.
Ready for the UK. He's getting ready for the UK.
Yeah, so the secret of my strength has been red meat. Not that every day, obviously, because too much of a good thing is also bad for you, but twice a week tops. And
that's not that bad.
It's the micronutrients that really help me. And I've been able to bench press 100 kilograms for 2 reps on the decline, once on the flat. I don't like doing incline benches. I avoid them when I can because that really is nothing but overkill for your shoulders. But I do a lot of really good work. And, there's a part of me that's thinking, with this craze of older people taking up powerlifting, I thought, why not I give it a whirl maybe? But I want to try to make sure I can, perform to a certain standard. And then maybe I'll get the equipment, the belt, the gear, everything. And no steroids or supplements. I'm going to go all natural.
Absolutely fuck off. None of that. Brother, though, I've watched a couple. I ran into a gym recently, man. I was watching some of my very own boys, isn't it? I don't want to say it, but I feel bad. Some of my Gucci crew were sitting there and they're like, why's your bum cheeks out, bros? We're in the change room. He was like, nah, bros, I've just got to give myself a hit of this. He went, don't worry, bros, it's all natural. I was like, bros, if you're injecting yourself, bros, it ain't natural. Get the fuck out of my face, bros. I couldn't
Absolutely. Don't trust these
bros,
dudes.
and I'm watching my own people doing this. I was like, you soppy little cunts. I was like, what is this? Because if you had a fucking row as me, I'd slap you silly. Like, what is this? Because you don't have to worry about people like me. Like, mate, what's your problem?
Yeah, because the worst part about using that stuff is that it messes up your body big time in ways you don't even want to contemplate. And I don't want to mention some of them on this stream because I want to keep it PG.
With a bit of guidance. Shouts out to you, Manny. We are fast approaching. We probably are Manny's World, 70th minute. We've got 20 minutes.
69, 33, 34, 35. So 30 seconds to 70 minutes. It is still Porto 0, Arsenal 0. And this game, I still think that Arsenal could possibly nick it. But Pepe there showing why he's still very much a class act, even at the age of 40, shepherding
47.
the ball from Kai Havertz and enabling his goalkeeper Costa to gather that up. So now we are sort of ticking on to 17 minutes, and this should be the time when Arteta brings on a sub or two. And going back to the question that was asked, I believe it was AFC Always who asked it. This could potentially be a time if Porto weren't so sharp on the counter attack, then I would say bring on Georgie Porgy. But they're still running rings around us on the left side. Maybe when they start to tire a bit, then you can bring Georgie on.
There you go. And I was probably, as I said, that was more in the 78 week. Well, we're hitting the 70th. I did say if there was a drama, that's what I'd do.
Yeah, and I believe that was Otavio there who was trying to be a bit too clever, and somehow he ends up getting a free kick for his pains. But Odegaard there, hands on his shoulder. You just never learn, do you, Martin?
Go on, Manny, you fucking tell him, brother. I don't want to.
And a possible corner here for Arsenal. Pepe once again going above and beyond the call of duty. But still no substitutes from Arteta.
Too much red meat is like having too much red wine, Manny.
Oh, yes. He knows the score. Too much of a good thing is always bad. And it looks as though Georgie might be coming on. I recognise that beard anywhere. But as you've asked, Declan Rice is taking this corner, right-footed, hoping to curl it in. Can he find Magalhaes or Saliba? Or even Havertz if he can just get it on target?
Screw you. How do we just screw you?
Palmed away by Diogo Costa, all the way to the other side. Nobody's getting that. Decent goalkeeping from the Portuguese number one, who's wearing 99 tonight, just like Vitor Baia used to do for Porto.
I remember Victor.
He was, of course, the Champions League winning goalkeeper under Mourinho. And he won the Europa League, the Europa League or the UEFA Cup, as it was known then, the previous season.
Manny, I'm out. No, try to get drink, Manny.
But Benny Blanco to Saka. Saka up against Wendell again. Saka finds Odegaard in the middle. Back to Saka. Hoping to send it forward. Maybe Benny Blanco can get something through, but excellent defending again. And it's yet another Arsenal corner. And right on cue, it is Georgie Porgy coming on in the 73rd or 74th minute. Who is he replacing? Leandro Trossard. So both Tilda Basmati and Georgie Porgy are on the field. And I wonder if you know why I call him Georgie Porgy. It's got something to do with the North. It's got something to do with the North London derby we played this season. I think I might have mentioned it earlier on the stream, but that might have been a long time ago. But Georgie's on, and it'll be a Saka corner, left-footed from the right, hoping to curl it in. Can he find an Arsenal head? And I think there's a foul in the penalty area. I think the goalkeeper was impeded. Yeah, the referee blew his whistle for a foul on the goalkeeper. I think he's had his foot trod on. So that's going to be a Porto free kick. Oh, that was cheeky. You don't put your foot on the goalkeeper's foot like that. But it looked as though the foot was actually from his own player. I don't know what the heck's going on there. So it's not going to be a free kick. I believe the corner will be retaken. It was friendly fire. And Saka, once again, left-footed, hoping to curl it in. Coming up to 75 minutes on the clock. Still Porto 0, Arsenal 0. Does that scoreline change? No, it doesn't. Diogo Costa rises to claim it confidently and hoping to be set off on his way, but Galeno is impeded, but not illegally, according to the referee, I think. Or is that going to be a Porto free kick? Well, Odegaard's getting stuck in. He might look like Justin Bieber, but, he's certainly no baby. Nothing header really from Martinelli, hoping to head it on to find someone. Nobody really there. And Pepe passing it back to Diogo Costa. And Costa then launches one fairly long, hoping to find Galeno, but Benny Blanco was able to cut that off. And it is with Arsenal, but not for very long. Back with Arsenal, though through Georgie, but well won. And the referee plays advantage despite the foul. Goes through to... some excellent play there from the Portuguese number 22. I believe that's Varela who was doing that. No, actually, it was number 23, Neto Lopez, who should be complimented for that. Otavio. Wendell. Back to Otavio. Back to Diogo Costa. Slowing down a little bit the game, but then finally launched all the way up. Kivior rising to that, heading it away, but Martinelli gives the ball away to Gonzalez, to Varela, and a nice chip back to Varela, who ends up finding Francisco Conceição, rather, and hoping to try and send it forward, but instead of letting that go out for a goal kick, well done to David Raya for gathering that, hoping to start a possible attack. And the game's ticking away. Sergio Conceição hasn't made any substitutions either. I think he might wait until the last 10 minutes to bring on a few players. But he's already looking to bring someone on right now. We'll take a look who that is. It's the... it could either be the number 17, Ivan Jaime, or the number 97, Zé Pedro da Silva. But we'll find out who that is sooner or later. It could be Ivan Jaime coming on.
This is a negative substitution. What if I just missed Manny? Sorry, I was sorting out the dog and washing some dishes. Sorry.
Yeah, you didn't really miss very much, to be honest. I mean,
what
nothing
was the
really.
What was the sub? Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, Jorginho on for Trossard.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so both Georgie and Tilda are on the bench, and the reason why I call him Georgie Porgy The reason why I call him Georgie Porgy has something to do with the North London derby we had this season. I'll tell you later.
Go on, my fucking sunbus blue blah! Would you pay £111 million to bring Victor Osimhen to Arsenal?
We paid 100 for Declan Rice. If we don't want to get in trouble with FPP, I don't know if we'll do that again, but we'll see.
Of course we will. We're buying one Galactico a summer now, bros. That's it. We are Club Real Madrid. We are buying one Galactico a summer, Manny.
I wouldn't call Declan Rice a Galactico just yet.
Guys, get in the comments, please. Is Declan Rice, in fact, a Galactico? Or is Manny right? And he's just a defensive fucking midfielder over £100 million. Guys, do get likes on the video. Do me subscribe if you're new.
Don't get me wrong. He's a quality player, but nowhere near Galactico.
No. You're describing he's a £54 million player, not £105 million. You're describing a £50 million Kelvin Phillips to me.
You know that a City paid worthless money for him. Even they have their share of worthless buys. And I'd be very surprised if Phillips makes the England squad at this rate. But corner for Arsenal. Saka, left-footed, curling it in. But Diego Costa flaps that that away. And Porto players on the floor. It looks as though it's Wendell, the left back.
Fuck's sake.
Little tussle between him and Jakub Kivior, but I've got to give Costa his props. He's looked good tonight, especially when it comes to high balls. He's been very decisive. If he can't catch them, he punches them and flaps them and, sort of pushes the ball away. He's been very, very decisive in that regard. And it is Ivan Heimer who's coming on, the number 17 for Porto, right in the 81st minute. So 10 minutes to go. This guy's going to get his 10 minutes. And who is he replacing? It looks as though he's replacing the number 16, Nico Gonzalez, who, of course, had a booking earlier on today. So 16 off, 17 on. Off goes 16, coming on 17. A nice song from The Sound of Music. And that's why you said 1-1. Osimhen, of course, it had to be. Osimhen versus Lewandowski. Now, those are two Galacticos right there.
Hello, ever, darling. You're looking ever so spectacular in your picture. How are you doing, girl? What's the score? 0-0 for Arsenal, 1-1 Napoli and Barcelona. And as I said to Manny on about the 18th minute, oh no, I said it to him on the 2nd minute because I think Luton went 1-0 up in the first 2 minutes. I was like, don't worry, Liverpool went 4-1. Liverpool have won 4-1. There you go.
Yes, Danny, your Nostradamus come back to life. We all know.
I'm back, mate. Shouts out to Manny, shouts out to Heather, shouts out to Boss, Boo, Blah, Lee Akers, Craig, all of the real ones in the stream. Please be liking, please be subscribing. Heather, get a big like on the video just because Manny's here. And shouts out to Manny also.
Yeah, and confirmation, of course, that result puts Luton in the relegation zone. If they had drawn or won tonight, they would have come out of it, but they're still in the relegation zone on goal difference. And bear in mind, Everton are only this low because of that points deduction. Otherwise, they'd be on 30 points, comfortably 12th. So it's really hard to say, though. I mean, in as much as Everton may not necessarily be able to get results, they certainly have been playing consistently the better football this season. But Luton are showing that they can really, really scrap.
And they certainly can. Go on, Luton. They're doing all right.
Right, so coming up to 82 minutes, 8 minutes left plus stoppages. It's Porto 0, Arsenal 0 at the Estadio do Dragão. I hope I've got the pronunciation correctly. I know that my guy Northside LDN, who's Portuguese Angolan, will certainly do a reaction stream to this.
Most definitely, guys. I think I'll probably jump in for a reaction. Manny might be tucked up. Sorry, I know Manny's in a bit of a different time scale to me. I'll be back probably within an hour, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Lee said, a couple of people did say a draw is a decent result. We come back and we deal with it at the Emirates. Manny already showed a couple of alarm bells about trying to deal with things at the Emirates when you feel that you've done something correct here tonight. I'm not so sure. I feel we needed a victory tonight.
We definitely do because, yeah, listen, against Sporting Lisbon, we got a draw and we believed that we would get the win at the Emirates. We just didn't do that. And Porto are now coming back hard. But again, the lack of people could be a problem. But it is now with Francisco Conceição. But Raya catches that expertly. 7 minutes to go. Raya rolls it out. And he finds Martinelli, Odegaard.
Hey, guys, 4 likes on the videos. Can everyone fuck off and go and get a like on the video, please? Absolutely fucking immediately.
Yeah, like the video. Do subscribe if you're new. You know the drill.
Likes. We ain't just had 4 people here tonight. Fucking disgraceful. Can we get a couple of likes on the video, please?
I think, to be fair, most of the likes come during playback, so don't worry about it.
Fair enough. But I wonder how many people actually watch along back.
Yeah. And Martinelli doing some good work winning the ball off, but you just know that when the ball comes to Kai Havertz, it's he's not going to do anything with it. And then Pepe launches it forward. João Mario Neto Lopez is the right back, number 23. And some fine play there. Back heel to keep the ball in play from Evan Nilsson. Back with João Mario to Pepe. 6 minutes to go. Still 0-0 at the Estadio do Dragão. Still hoping for a late goal. Hopefully it will be an Arsenal late goal. If it's a Porto late goal, then we've just put ourselves in a bit of a hole. And inexplicably, Costa ends up kicking that out for a throw. And in time for another Portuguese substitution. And a double substitution from the looks of it. It is Evan Nilsson actually will be coming off to be replaced by the number 29, Antonio Martinez. And I see the number 70, Albuquerque Borges coming on, Gonzalo Borges coming on. And let's see who he'll be replacing.
Interesting fucking stuff. Guys, still
And yep, and it is Francisco Conceição who's run his socks off tonight, had a brilliant game, to be replaced by Gonzalo Borges, the number 70. So that's 3 substitutions made by Porto to 1 by Arsenal. I mean, the only thing worse than seeing Kai Havertz playing all 90 minutes is replacing him with Eddie Nketiah. And once again, you just know that with Martinelli isolated by himself, there's going to be no activity on the left. Back with Diogo Costa, who sends it forward with his left foot, but Ben White's able to head that. And was that controlled with his hand? No, the referee doesn't think so, but Arsenal do get the ball back. Advantage played, sent straight through to Havertz, but then some good work, defensive work, and Otavio's claiming that... well, apparently it's not a corner. As expected, it will be a goal kick. And there's a Porto player on the floor now. 4 minutes left, plus stoppages. Still 0-0.
Come on, Arsenal!
Any updates from the
stadium? Just going over to check Manny. And, of course, as we know, Liverpool have won 4-1. It's still Napoli 1. Club Barcelona 1.
Yep. Osimhen and Lewandowski. As I said, 2 Galacticos, the 2 goal scorers tonight. And it is, in fact, an Arsenal corner, so Bukayo Saka will be taking it. Left-footed, hoping to curl it in. Get it on target, son.
Come on.
Beautiful corner. But once again, I think Kivior outrun himself. If he had stood his ground, he would have been in an excellent position to score.
Why is it sort of fucking pitch? He's pissing me off, man.
Yeah.
Breathe, Danny, breathe.
I feel you. And as I've said, there's no Tomiyasu on the bench either. I just hope that, if he is slightly injured, he comes back to full fitness.
I've heard him and Blanco have just signed new deals the other day. It's a bit private, so we'll release it soon. Him and Blanco both signed new deals. To the minimum of 2-year extensions, the minimum.
We'll see how long those deals last. I don't really get excited by big deals these days because it does look to me as though you get a player to sign a big deal. It means that the moment he loses, potency, you bugger him off for a big fee, and that's pretty much it.
Fuck.
Case in point, Aaron Christopher Ramsdale. Although I don't know which club would be interested in him.
Indeed. And Benny the Blanco White. A lot of talk we could go for Frimpong in the summer, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not sure now.
Didn't we have a Frimpong who used to play for us?
Yes. Wasn't he the guy, sorry, not in a disrespectful, had a heart attack at Bolton or something. Someone else tried to tell me that, Frimpong already played for you though. And I was like, nah.
If memory serves me right, I believe his name is Emmanuel Frimpong.
Yes, it's Emmanuel Frimpong, the one that used to play for us and had a heart attack. This is Jermaine I'm talking about, Jermaine Frimpong.
Mm-hmm. I just hope he doesn't prove to be a flop like Jermaine Pennant, if you know what I mean.
Right, what, scoring? Hold on, mate. How many people do you know score goals with a fucking tag device to their leg? What a gangster. He was on tag like me, bros, and he scored a goal with his tag on. What a gangster. Seriously. I turned off the light, Manny. I was wasting too much electricity. It wasn't because I realised my beautiful blue eyes look a lot better without that light on. The light is affecting my face. Emmanuel got a red card at Liverpool. He didn't have a heart attack. Oh, it was Nwamba. Yes, that Bolton. All right, well...
Fabrice Nwamba.
No. Frimpong has got a clothesline right now, and I think he does it with Saka. Yes, Frimpong designed to close now.
Yeah, and another substitution. Wendell, the left back, has gone off. So Stephen Eustachio has come on. Eustachio is, of course, a Canadian international who played for the Maple Leafs in the recent World Cup in Qatar.
I'm going to say I see. I wasn't aware. Clearly, I was aware. Okay. Bro, it looks like all these fuckers was right, man. It's a draw.
Right, so we are into stoppage time. 4 minutes have been added. And, Eustachio, of course, was born to Portuguese parents, so I'm sure he speaks Portuguese, but born in Leamington, Ontario. And obviously, his international allegiance is very much with Canada, having represented their youth teams. He also, however, did play 7 games for the Portugal under-21 team, but I'm pretty certain he must have been teammates with the likes of Renato Sanchez and Rafael Leao during that time, but now very much a full Canadian international. And Eustachio's older brother, Mauro, represented Canada at youth level too. But he's never played in his native Canada. He's played in... obviously in Portugal.
Bro, Alphonso Davies, is he still... He's not really murking it at Bayern Munich right now. Now, it's been said he's going Madrid again in the summer. What's Alphonso Davies doing, talking of left backs?
Alphonso Davies. Good question.
So you're talking Canada. Yep. You're talking Canada, so I went Alphonso.
Reminds me of that old TV program, Alfonso.
We're going to go Jonathan Davids next, bro. You want to talk Canada? We're going to go Jonathan Davids next.
Yeah,
you've got to love me, Manny.
I couldn't tell you what he's been doing. I mean, obviously last season he was a regular international, but this season I don't know how many games he's played for. But free kick for Arsenal, and it came onto the head of Magalhaes.
Wait, this is why I said we fucking nick it, Manny. We nick it right at the end. I fucking told you, son. We're gonna nick it.
No, we haven't nicked it yet. There's still 2 minutes of stoppage time left. Don't worry about it. This season, I want to find out how many. Well, he's made 18 Bundesliga appearances, scored once, 2 in the German Cup, 6 in the Champions League, I think. So he's been playing.
Have you laughed at Harry Kane out of the German Cup to a third division team? 1-0 down to Guendouzi, 8 points behind Alonso. Have you laughed at Harry Kane yet?
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. We're out of both domestic cups, and we still haven't won the league yet. And it looks as though unless we score a goal, we could draw against this lot. We're not going to lose, obviously, with attempted crosses or shots like that because Raya's been gobbling them up. But I think Sergio Conceição has decided he's made his substitutions. He wants to tie the game up and then see if they can hold out at the Emirates. If it's another penalty shootout, you know what? I might just back Raya, but then Costa's also pretty decent with penalties.
Fuck. People have noticed I was biting my nails for a minute, Manny. I've just tried to convince them that I'm really nervous because of Arsenal.
An attempted clearance by Raya, intercepted brilliantly, and Porto... But then Declan Rice to the rescue. Not quite, though, because it's still back with Porto. And it's 1 against 3, hoping to find his player, but wasn't in the best of position, and Martinelli can clear. But then Otavio should send that forward, and he does. 30 seconds left. What can they do? They do that! They do that! And it's the number 13 who proves to be our unlucky 13. You called it. There is a late goal, but it's not an Arsenal goal. It's a Porto goal. Watch that. See that. And you tell me that, and try telling me that we don't have a job on our hands back at the Emirates.
Fucking sake, man. Fuck off. Like, that's what I've got to say is fuck off, innit?
And you know what? Arteta didn't even
No, don't do this to me. Oh, no.
And Arteta didn't even have the courtesy to give Fabio Vieira a run out at his former club. Shame on him.
He's a fucking prick, that's why. Fucking every fucking level of the fucking imagination, innit?
I'll tell you what, shout out to Northside LDN. His rant is going to be epic. I predict a huge meltdown.
Man, fuck off, Arsenal. Fuck off, Arsenal.
But yeah.
Fuck off, Ray, you fucking waste man cunt! Fuck off!
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
So
fuck off.
Galeno
Fuck off.
there. What a strike. What a strike. Rice backing off, letting Galeno shoot, take a shot. Beautiful curl on that. If that were Emmy Martinez, that wouldn't go in the net.
No
But
fucking
Raya
way.
being
I don't
6
know
foot
what that goes with
nothing.
this fucking Ramsdale. What the fuck is up with this Lego cunt? Fuck you, cunt. Fuck off.
Well,
Look at Vieira's face. Fuck off. Oh, man.
But a minute has been
Fuck
added.
off.
And not much
Fuck
help
off.
with that. Odegaard putting it wide. And clearly the number 13 is proving to be very lucky for Portugal. Galeno there. He had that chance in the first half where he hit the bar and just put it wide.
I know you put your fucking pointers on him, Manny. Fuck him as well. Fuck! For fuck's sakes, man. Right at the fucking end. Fuck off.
His 5th goal in 6 matches in this competition.
Fuck off.
What a player. And with that, the whistle has blown. Full time at the Estadio de Dragão. The Dragons have breathed fire and they've burnt Arsenal to a crisp. A breathlessly late goal in the 94th minute of the game, deep into stoppage time. They're waving their scarves. Arsenal were hoping to...
Fuck your fucking sister tonight, cunt. Sorry, I didn't make that. Look at the fucking state of the goal. Oh, God. Oh, Manny, tell me something. For fuck's sake. Fuck off, computer, as well. Fucking give me your fucking... Oh, mate. Manny, what just happened there? I'm just telling the group to fuck off as well. Sorry, literally, I'm writing fuck off to... Fuck off. Because Manny, fuck off.
Yeah. Don't you tell me.
Not you. I said I'm writing to the group right now. Fuck off.
Yeah. I'm just pulling your leg. I know you're not in the mood for that. Sorry about that. And of course, at full time at the Diego Maradona Stadium, it is Napoli 1, Barcelona 1. Lewandowski and Osimhen, 2 Galacticos with the goals. And oh boy.
What?
Full time at yeah.
Yeah, 1-1. So I thought I heard.
And Galeno with that late screamer. It is Porto 1, Arsenal 0. Ilkay Gundogan very nearly winning it for Barcelona injury time, but only able to hit the side netting. And so, what can I say? We've got a job on our hands back at the Emirates.
This is so very Arteta, do you know that?
Yep.
This is so very Brendan Rodgers. No, Manny. This is so very Brendan Rodgers. Look what that cunt's doing at Celtic right now. Fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Sorry, maybe I'm looking at this a bit immaturely. Fuck off. Manny. I think that just hurt me right at the end. Oh, God. I was just accepting the 0-0, man, and I was thinking, all right, cool, we regroup, we beat these pricks at home. Now, bruvs, as you said, we've got a job on our hands because we've got fucking difficult fucking games, Manny.
Yep. And the worst part is, I don't know for how long Taremi's out, but if he's back fit for the second leg,
ay. Oh, mate, that one has deeply hit me. Fuck's sakes.
Yeah. I mean, a goal that late, a strike that sweet, it hits you like a dagger. It's a killer. We've been there many times.
I'm so sorry. That one has literally, man, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, I don't know. That maybe look at the reaction. I'm fucking stunned. Like, no, seriously, I expected so much more tonight. I expected victory. I really didn't expect that to happen right at the end of the fucking game. Seriously, that's really caught my bollocks right by a fucking... No, seriously. Sorry, Manny. Maybe you should take over for a minute, mate. Like, that one has just caught my fucking dick.
Yeah, oh, wow. I feel you. And, the sad part is when you take a look at everything, in the balance, you have to say that Portugal, I think they created the better chances. I mentioned Galeno had that one in the first half. We just seemed impotent, and we never really forced Diogo Costa into making a save of note. He did, obviously had to be at his best when it came to corners and set pieces. And that is the thing. Lee has nailed it. when you're overconfident, it leads to arrogance. You pump teams like West Ham and Burnley for 11 goals between them, and you think you're the dog's bollocks. You're nothing of the sort. Chalk and cheese, and
WB.
you.
No, sorry.
Hey,
Why would you say that? I did actually. I just see his name and thought I'd pin him. It's the fuck all to do with Manny, bruvs. Fuck off. Sorry, not in a rude way. Just it's nothing to do with Manny, bro. Fuck
told
off.
us not to underestimate Porto. Lee, mate, I was never going to underestimate Porto. I mean, Porto was celebrating, think they've done it already. I mean, listen. The way we celebrated against Liverpool, again, people who live in glass houses should not throw stones.
Manny, that's why you're a fucking rock. Oh, fuck, Manny. Sorry, Manny, I've been winded, bruvs. It's like someone's just took the balls from underneath me. Like I just don't know what's happening. Manny,
Mate,
Manny.
I agree. Punch in the gut. Punch in the gut. I
thought you were joking. I looked at your face, Manny, and I was like, no, he wouldn't do this to me. Clearly, like, oh, Manny, when you started having a little rant, I was like, have they scored or not, Manny? Would you fucking tell me? And then I figured out they'd scored because I wasn't sure. You went into one first. I was like, they scored or what? Like, Manny ain't. Oh, Manny, fucking Manny.
Yeah, and
I fucking don't believe it. I seriously fucking don't believe it, guys. We have
it's a disgrace, guys. An absolute disgrace.
Bro, man. How the fuck are you blaming Manny?
Yeah, don't blame me. You realise it was bound. Knowing Mikel Arteta and the type of coach he is, it was bound to happen. You name an unchanged team from a Burnley win. I'm sorry. The complacency and the arrogance really knows no bounds.
Fuck me. Lee, I'm gutted as well. Sorry, Lee, that has winded me just so differently. It's proper took the jam out of my donut. That's all I can say, innit? That's the only Lee, it's just right took the jam out of my fucking donut. Manny, who took the fucking jam out of your fucking donut, bro? Arteta.
Yep. It just, everything that could go wrong. I mean, I never want to see Kai Havertz playing for Arsenal after this season. I know you spent a lot of money for him, but that is really money down the drain. I know we've got a second leg coming up, but I still have PTSD. I still have PTSD from the Sporting Lisbon debacle last season. And this Porto team, they may only be third in Primeira Liga in Portugal behind both Sporting and Benfica, but they are not a half-bad team. And if Taremi is fit and he comes back for the second leg, as I said, watch out.
Shouts out to you, WB. That's a little bit more like it. Let's get into the stats and everything. Let's not blame fucking Manny. That's 10 games in Portugal. I didn't actually know that. Fuck me. There you go. There's an interesting stat, Manny.
What is it about playing in Portugal that turns us into... I don't know.
Mate, we're just fucking floppy, bros. Fuck. That's serious. Sorry, man. We're fucking floppy. I'm fucking gutted, mate. It's like, you'll make a goddamn moment. I'll put the goddamn in someone today. I'm telling you, I'll put the goddamn inside them. Like, literally right inside them. Like, bang, bang, bang. It's in them. Sorry, Manny. I'll just put that goddamn inside someone today. Oh, man. I'm so pissed off. I thought we were going to win 3-0. Like Manny said, we're making right difficult work of a game between Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, and Sheffield United fucking games. Like, fucking fuck. Sorry, Manny. I don't know. You're not going to get much sense out of me now. I'm just in a fuck you mood. I just don't fucking believe it.
Yep. Neither do I.
It's hard to react to this one tonight, mate. I feel just to go and put the goddamn in someone. Like, I'm going to go and do something else. I'm not doing a reaction. I don't want to react to this.
Yeah. The worst part is, listen, if you do get time, I want you to if you can possibly take a look at some of these AFTV videos. I know you don't like these idiots, but you can just... some of these guys like Julian or what have you are going to say some absolute crap. You need to make sure that you, seriously, just watch them and laugh.
And I'll make an example of it. Clip it and I'll example it. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what Northside does every single time. But you don't need to clip it necessarily. You don't need to...
Northside. Hey, whoever you are, Northside, let's fucking do something here. Do you know what I mean? Shouts out to you. Sorry, bro. Maybe I should have known offside. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
oh
but
boy,
I don't know.
no, I'm just
Oh,
saying. But I'm just saying, oh boy, oh boy. I'm waiting for some of the reaction streams. They haven't come out yet, but they're going to be epic. The
oh, yeah,
delusion
no.
levels will
We
be
are so
epic.
we're a good. All we have to do is win 2-0, and we are the champions. Sorry, guys. It's just half time.
Yeah, that's what we said last year. Look what
Yeah,
happened.
you know, innit? Sporting Lisbon settings, bros. Olympic Kaya settings. This is Mikel Arteta leading a fucking team, bros. Fuck about. Fuck about. Absolutely fuck about, bros. We're
And
going out.
then we're going to try out the same line of having bigger fish to fry.
Yep, of course. Like keeping what? Our top 4 status, Manny. Woo! No,
We
we
can't
shouldn't
even.
just fucking give up, bros. We should have fucking not let that happen tonight. That's exactly what we should have done. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's just see what we do in the second leg, innit, bros? Because I'll be showing you about this fucking club, this fucking manager on the second leg because we couldn't even get a draw tonight, I reckon we're done already. We're going out. We're going to get beat at the Emirates as well, 2-1. Fuck about. How's that?
As I said, Sergio Conceição did his homework on us and made sure that we never got settled. But I think a lot of people have said that we weren't able to, really string a few passes together. And
different kind of football, bros. Caught out. No good.
yeah. And I think the decision to bring off Trossard might have been is the one criticised over here. You bring off someone, you bring off Kai Havertz for Pete's sake.
He loves Kia, man. 3-0 my ass. Fuck you as well. Shouts out to dedication. Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. He just put 3-0 Arsenal my bollocks. Yeah, people have said my phone's going into overdrive. Seriously. All fucking me off because I was giving it 3-0. Manny, I've been giving it 3-0. And what's the score, Dan? Fucking 0-3. Fucking light work. Not a problem.
Couldn't keep the ball for 69 seconds to see giving it away like that. Couldn't even keep it for 39 seconds. Oh, boy. Deep into stoppage time. Those are the worst. I mean, but listen, this can't be anywhere near as bad as Naeem from the halfway line.
No. Loco! You little bastard, what are you doing? Dedication telling me straight, I told you not to underestimate their asses, innit? What are you saying, Lopes? What are you saying, my big papa? What are you saying, big dog? Listen. Take that out your eye. Don't show me your teeth, because I'll fuck you up. Go away. Loco. Oh, look, he's back. Hold on, mate. What a fuck up. Danny's reaction to Raya. The little prick. Bravs, that's my new reaction to him. Bring Ramsdale. Bring my Ramsdale. Bring my fucking Ramsdale back. Bring my Ramsdale fucking back. Because Loco said so. Loco said so. Loco said bring Raya back. Bring Raya back. Bring the fucking Raya back. Yo.
And what saddens me is that Declan Rice spent all game, getting in between attackers. He chooses this inopportune moment to back away, and look what happens.
And this is why we're getting beat. I was 2-1 at the Emirates by the Might, who'll get knocked out in the next round by Lazio. FC We're going to get done, bros. We're going to get done. We ain't got the fucking European now. Fuck Arteta, cunt bastard. Ball bag. I'm bollock stuff right now, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously not going to lose my rag just yet because, as you said, this is half time. But, we do have work to do. And I'll tell you what, this Arsenal team does have a nice habit of being able to really turn on a good performance when it matters. And our home form in the league, in the Champions League, was good. But having said that,
this ain't PSV, but we'll see, innit? Sweet, they're lovely. Like this ain't.
Yeah,
PSV.
Exactly. It's not PSV. It's not Lens. It's not Sevilla. I mean, I said at the beginning of the stream that group was pretty much a glorified Europa League group.
Yeah. I'm afraid to say, Manny, you're right. What's a load of bollocks?
I mean,
Not
look
gonna
at
eat it like
Newcastle. I mean,
that.
they had PSG, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan in their group. How well they performed. Had luck been on their side, especially at the Parc des Princes, they could very well have been looking at playing in these stages too. Playing possession football without wanting to score, too passive. Yep, all the possession, water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink.
It's all bollocks.
Oh, Arsenal sneezes, Danny gets a cold.
Yeah, you know, innit? Breathe, Danny, breathe. I don't know, man. 2 hours and 23 minutes in. Fucking hell, guys. They've certainly took the jam out my donut tonight. I can't lie. Like, literally, Manny knows it all over my face. The jam has been removed from my donut. Like a fat kid that loves a donut. Second leg. Wow, we've got some games between this second leg, guys. I wanted to
Yeah,
stay.
and they're
Wow.
replaying, of course, the chances. Porto, obviously, Galeno had that glorious chance in the first half. He hit the post, obviously, with a sort of a scuffled kick. But then how he didn't bury that in, I don't know. But he more than made up for it.
Yeah, the Arnautovic in him last night in Milan. I don't know if you see the game. He missed a couple of glorious chances, and then it ended up
Yeah,
winning.
but exactly. And then this is the Saka one, which deflected off a defender, and it was really harmless, though. I mean, it wasn't really going to nestle in under the back of the net, and because it was going out and then coming back in, it was never really going to trouble Diego Costa. But that one from Galeno, that really, how Galeno didn't score then, I don't know. But this number 13 will be a real pain in our Arsenal back at the Emirates.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Newcastle, like, shit, nothing less than a win, man. Oh, God. The Porto keeper was right. That Porto keeper was right. Fuck the Porto keeper. Unless he said we've just got balls of shit. We bottled it. What is he putting an interview out there? Arsenal bottled it. It's on my group, sorry.
Yeah, that idiot was running his gums actually prior to the match, saying that Arsenal have to show what they're made of or something like that. And I'll tell you what, Diego Costa, I'll give you credit. You called us out, and we didn't have an answer.
Oh. Goddamn moment. Fucking hell.
The whole match without having a shot on target. Absolutely disgraceful. But let's take a look at what Wally Walcott's saying. Theo Walcott, former Arsenal and England forward on BBC Radio 5 Live. These ties aren't won over one leg. I've been in this situation before. You've gone to a situation like this and not got the result you wanted. But I'm confident that given Arsenal's overall form at the moment and the atmosphere at the Emirates, they will still be able to go through quite comfortably. I don't think the second leg will be as tight as this. I think it will be open and Arsenal will get through. Sorry, Theo. Love you, mate, but I cannot agree. I think this team really have shown that we've got a soft centre. And some texts coming in. Sam from Cambridge saying Arsenal haven't played in big European games in years, and it shows. You cannot teach experience. And Paul saying Porto deserved that. We were abysmal today, offering absolutely nothing in attack, and they had the best chances, the best results.
The best fuckers. Or possibly the best fuck ups. I don't know.
And everyone trying to be positive, saying Arsenal is still very much in this tie. And we just know that the AFTV idiots are going to say the same thing. I cannot wait to go to see Northside. He doesn't. Normally, it's after Premier League games that he has a call-in show where he allows people to come on. I don't know if he's going to do it tonight. He won't be in the best of moods anyway. But this is a guy who will certainly lay into them. He's Portuguese Angolan. he will have a lot to say.
Indeed, yo, man. I can't lie. There's only a couple of phrases I can think. The jam's been took out my donut. I feel winded. What a bastard. Me and Manny are going to break the 2 hour and 30-minute mark, and then we're out of the building. I don't know if I can react to this. I don't know. It'll be very random if I do, but shouts out to all the real ones. Please be hitting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Shouts out to Manny. Massive technical difficulties at the start, but Manny was here to actually absolutely just take charge and deal with it until things sorted themselves out on my side. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing, and shouts out to all the real ones. Manny, what's your final thoughts, bros? Are you confident for the second leg? Tell me what you're thinking.
No, I'm not confident. Based on our performance like this, I'm really not confident. We need to have a big win by at least 2 goals. I mean, a 2-goal win will be enough, but based on the way we performed today, we've got our return leg on the 13th of March. The goal scorer wore number 13. We don't have a number 13 in our squad. That 13 could come back to haunt us. So if you're superstitious, be afraid. Be very afraid. And we have to sort of get our act together, because if this is how good our first team plays, then you could forget about the league title. Forget about the league title if we play like this, because some of these we're going to be coming up against teams which are a class above Porto, and if we play like this, that's our season over. I don't care about the Liverpool win. You're only as good as your next game, and tonight's match proved that. So if we are serious about going far in the Champions League and not ending our adventure, we've got to buck up our ideas and pull ourselves together.
I hear that, Manny. And that's Manny's final fucking thought. Man, people are asking pictures in different fucking colours. All right. What's your player ratings? Raya 3, White 3, Key War 4, Saliba Gabriel 5, Rice 5. Do you know what, bros? Everyone's a 4 and a 5. Fuck them. Manny?
Yeah, I can't really give anyone higher than a 5. Yeah, nobody gets higher than a 5 for me. I think giving a 3 for Raya is harsh, because the goal aside, he was actually excellent in doing what he had to do, quickly starting attacks. That was a dreadful mistake, though, and it just goes to show that in a game of this magnitude, you cannot afford to make an elementary mistake like that. I'm sorry. If your defender's backing off, that is a signal that you've got to get your positioning spot on. And because he isn't, the tallest, he's always going to be at a disadvantage when it comes to shots like that.
Daniel we're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league, and no one in Germany's gonna stop us, and they're not gonna stop us.
Meanwhile, of course, for Marseille,
0 fucking cunt prostitute. Sorry.
No, I wouldn't even give him a 0. -1.
-1. I love you, Manny. You've even outdone me on that. I say he's a fucking slut. Prostitute.
1 substitution all game. 1 substitution when he could have made more changes.
We had 60 seconds to see it out, but we couldn't put a couple of passes together. I'm alarmed at how poor and naive we were tonight. So, Miley, but don't worry. I'll make a Arteta. Let me suck on the weather. Like, fuck off. That's why I'll never sing a song like that. Because he's a cunt. And I will back Fabregas over Arteta.
And over in France, Aubameyang is scoring for Marseille in the Europa League. He's now the competition's all-time leading scorer. And to think we binned him for nothing, he went on to do great things at Barcelona. And technically, of course, he is a La Liga winner with Barcelona. I wouldn't be surprised if, Emery were to go for him. I know it's outrageous, but you just never know.
On a free transfer or something, you never know. But again, I think he's learned a few things, and I don't know if I don't know if that's for him.
Yeah, maybe the Premiership is slightly beyond him, but
Even that,
he'll
I'm looking at
he'll
where he's dealt with again. What's his name? We've talked about him 3 times already. The kid at Aston Villa on the Watkins.
yeah,
Duran. What's his
Duran,
name?
John
Duran.
Duran, yes.
If he's got an issue or two with him, I don't know if Aubameyang's the answer in it. I think he wants stiff competition. He'll bring in someone from Spain, someone that's doing well.
Yeah, but certainly not Alvaro Morata. He's just come back from a knee injury.
Mr. Beehive, how you doing, brother? Delighted to see you here. Big up to Danny and Manny, brother. Brentford v Arsenal. We're gonna have to do a little something, aren't we? You'll be busy on the watch along itself, so I think we should do a little preview. Give me a follow on Twitter if possible. I'll give you a follow back. Mr. Beehive, we've got a lot more to chat about. A lot more Ivan Toney to chat about. A lot more Thomas Frank. And a lot more Mikel Arteta. Look at tonight. Fucking disgraceful. Shouts out to Manny. Shouts out to yourself, guys. I'm speechless. Sorry, I'm Mr. Beehive. I'm fucking speechless, mate. We've just lost. Like I thought we were going to win 3-0. Mate, this is so Mikel. This is so Brendan Rodgers on real. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, Brendan Rodgers, whatever the weather. Steven Gerrard just slipped. You know what I mean?
I hope and pray, Danny. I hope and pray that the next manager who comes in after Mikel Arteta will stop that stupid song being played at the Emirates.
Mate,
because all of the real fans are telling you.
I like dogs, mate. You can see my line there. Look at where he owns the ass. Look at him, the cunt. The dog owns the ass. I like dogs, but don't give me about your fucking dog at the fucking. Oh, fuck off, Arteta. Your fucking dog. What's his name? Lucky. What the fuck's Lucky
Win.
about?
Win.
Lucky. Win. Fucking win. Same thing. Lucky, win. It's the same fucking thing. You're only on Insta. Oh, fuck. I'm pretty sure I'm Danny AFC TV on Insta. Where's my other phone? I'll grab that after. Mate, follow YouTube. Leave one comment and I'll find you. Just that's it. Lovely. Or Manny will show me the way. Manny will show me the way because you're a real one. And we didn't even get through 7% of what I wanted to talk to you about. Brentford, the Thomas Frank. I thought you thought I was being a bit of a cunt about Ivan Toney, though. I just wouldn't back him, brother. I don't know. If I was to go to war tomorrow, I had a couple of scraps on the show. I'm not backing up. I don't know. He's a bit physical, but yeah. He's not the guy that I want in the summer, man. He's at the same level. I don't know if he's a better footballer than Kia Havertz, really and truly.
No, don't slag off Tony like that.
I'm so sorry. I just don't like him. It's quite clear. He's just not my cup of jar.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I've got some players. Look, Havertz isn't my cup of tea either, and there are several other players in this Arsenal team that aren't my cup of tea, but I'm willing to give them a chance. But if they fail to cut the mustard, then I throw them out like yesterday's Tiger.
Manny, how do I get this geezer if he's only on Insta?
Leave it to me.
Lovely. That's it. I was about to go on my Insta, but my Insta I haven't looked at in about fucking 4 months. Do what, Frank? Hold on. Do want Frank to stay, bro. I think he's vital for you guys to say. Honestly, I think he's fucking. It's pivotal that he stays because next season, let's say he walked out 3 days before. That'll be a cunt. Walk out 3 days before the season starts. Honestly, you're banging trouble. I honestly believe he's getting the best out of a lot of people, including Ivan Toney. Whatever he does, he's giving them all their Weetabix on a fucking match day. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you want to compare their teams to compare Brentford's 11 to a lot of the other Premier League 11s, brother, I don't know how many of your players actually shine. And I think Thomas Frank is doing a lot. I think it's time to back him with a couple of quid in the summer, honestly. Or let him go to a bit of a better team than Brentford. I'm so sorry to say. It really is.
I'd like to see him stay for at least one season because of what Danny said. But, listen, Mr. B, I love watching your streams, and there's his doubt. Doesn't know who would come to Brentford, and
it's not it's not even who would come to Brentford. They're a Premier League fucking team. You will get a manager like how Bournemouth did, pulled up a young and upcoming. What's his name?
Andoni Areola. He and Arteta were on the same youth teams back in Spain, but our Areola was capped by Spain and should have been a European champion in 2012, but was injured and missed the final cut for the squad, replaced by Juan Fran.
I love you, mate. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to take a real particular manager. Like, if you want to start dragging for a couple of the guys like the American guy that was on Sky last night, the one that went to Leeds. Like I don't know. There's a certain
Jesse
there's a
Marsh.
handful of managers that have been linked with Brentford that I would say absolutely never. Fuck off, bollocks, you're a cunt. And then there's the one or two other managers that I think could probably make them progress and do something. Listen, wow, mate. I don't want to. I hope this ain't the beginning of the end, brother. Manny, take over because he'll think I'm pessimistic. What's going on there? Matthew, same
I
mistake in the
I
club,
wouldn't know. I
mate.
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know any more than you do. Maybe Mr. B will fill me in on this. I just hope that whoever does
This is the
buy the share,
beginning
buy,
of
buy
the
that share.
fucking end. The beginning of the end. I don't want to say it, mate. I've seen a lot of good teams fuck off, and we wouldn't take Arteta. I wouldn't expect you to take Arteta because Arteta needs 700 million quid, mate, and you ain't got 700 million quid, Andy. So bollocks. You ain't got 700 mil, Andy.
Yeah, and as much as Danny might not like Ivan Toney, he literally craps all over the strikers we have at our club right now.
Um, yes, but there's a massive but, mate. There's a reason why he ain't played for England. There's probably a reason why no one heard of us 2-3 years ago, even though he's about to turn 28. There's a reason why he's never played a Champions League game. There's a reason why he's never played a Europa League game. I'm going to be honest with you, and it's all an alarm bell to me.
Because he's probably, a modern day Jamie Vardy who's, built
Is
his
he
career
very
in the lower
unlucky?
league.
Jamie Vardy won a fucking league and played for England until he decided.
Hold it. I
bollocks.
know. I know. But
So,
listen. But
no,
listen. But
I'm not having
listen.
that
But
one either.
listen.
I'm afraid to say I'm
But
not having that.
but listen.
Jamie
Listen.
Vardy
Listen.
done it through fucking hard work and graft. Go
And
look at his
Tony's
history.
trying to do the same thing ever since Brentford got promoted. I think
Well, fucking
Tony
do it.
was.
Play for
Yeah.
England first. Let's have an England cap. Do anything.
I think he was supposed to be in the frame for Qatar, but obviously his betting issues cropped up at the worst time, and Callum Wilson got selected instead. Saudi
I
owners.
wouldn't laugh at Saudi. I wouldn't laugh at that, mate. I'd say, do you know what? Bring on the Saudis. We could go and win the league because we're fucking Brentford and we're top of the Premier League. Hey, I'm telling you, brother. These boys have got a few quid in their back pockets. I'm telling you, they decide how much they're going to spend on who, what,
One
where, when, and
manager
why.
who could potentially be on the move, Edward Howe. From
Manny, I'm
Champions
losing
League
you.
to
I'm losing. Check 1, 2. I lost you. Sorry, go on. Start again.
yeah, one
Honestly,
manager who
honestly, I
could
lost you.
potentially be on the move is Eddie Howe, because if Newcastle
Why?
go from Champions League to not even qualifying for the Conference League, I'm not too sure the owners will take
What,
kindly to that.
sacked? You mean sacked or walked? I don't know if they're brave to sack that bastard. I'm telling you. That's almost like trying to say Thomas Frank has gone as far as he's gone. Who are you going to replace at Newcastle, bros? Well, then again, there'll be a lot of takers. I get it.
Exactly.
Brother,
Saudi
I
owners,
never rated Eddie
a
Howe.
club with
I'll tell you why I don't rate Eddie Howe. Go and look at all of his signings for Bournemouth Football Club, and Ibby's there, 15 mil, or Ibe, whatever you want to call him. You've got Solanke at just over 21 mil. There's a lot of footballers that he signed for Bournemouth that I was like, mate, this is why you're not elite. This is why you're a cocksucker. But he has done a few bits at Newcastle, which kind of made me close my mouth about it. He's clearly a fucking good coach, Eddie.
Yep.
Whether he's a man, like he's no Manny, seriously, you're not a fucking no football, mate. He's clearly a good coach. Is he the guy that you unleash with 250 mil in the summer? I'm not so fucking sure. But Tonali maybe ain't his fault. Bruno, wonderful. Isaac, 70 mil. That's a lot of money. But, and if you look at his record for Nuki and his previous in Spain, it ain't brilliant. But I like Isaac. With their big shit, then we would take Howard's manager. Wouldn't take Cho either. But bro, look at what as manager for you. He's done good things at Chelsea, brother. I know what he's done at Bayern. I know it's probably not good enough, but mate, like you want to mind, you just don't get a fucking manager from the Championship, and you'll be well pissed because you're ruling a couple of people out here and then saying this one might be good enough. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
The worst part about Tuchel is that it wasn't his decision to get Harry Kane, but to get Eric Dyer from Tottenham Hotspur to join Kane at Bayern. I mean, we all used to joke about how Eric was called Dyer for a reason. His defending was dire. So some of his decisions over there at Bayern Munich have been so, inexplicable. And
And he
if
fucked with Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich can play right back. He tried to bring in Trippier. Kimmich's a decent player.
oh, Kimmich is good, yeah,
Exactly.
but there are some players, Upamecano being one of them, who were just letting him down badly. Tuchel, the only manager with a suitcase in his office. Not the only one, mind you. There are some others. Jose Mourinho has a suitcase in his office every third season. Ah!
Very true. Very true indeed. Guys, it's almost time for me to go and eat. I'm telling you, and walk that dog.
Yeah, you were supposed to be out the 2-hour, 30-minute mark, and now because of our good friend Mr. B, it's going to be 2:45.
I know. We stuck in there, Mr. B. Seriously, Brentford Arsenal coming up. I think we should do a wee preview. And you're only on Insta. I'll fucking find you then. Seriously, send me the. Oh, Manny said he'll make it happen, so not a problem. Absolutely not a problem. Manny, what's your final thought? I think this is the second time I've asked you for your final thoughts.
I'll be short and sweet. Win by 2 goals or more at the Emirates, or otherwise we are down and out. And if we cannot beat this Porto team, forget about winning the league. It's another season, more money down the drain. Mikel Arteta has flopped again.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, someone's making a little logo, and I was like, no. Lee, there's a lot bigger teams out there. Oh, we fucking flopped them. So what was that against Porto, brother? What was that? What was this indeed? Sorry, dude. You're slapping my own. I'm not sure. Why do I see at the very best 1-0, we take them to extra time, and then we get heartbroken on penalties? I don't know. I'm reading a different situation. I'm reading a whole fucked up situation. I'm being real. I don't know.
And now we've got radio silence. You see, this
I know,
game today, this game has literally stunned us into silence. We don't know what to say. But what I will say
Craig's going to put his 27 pence in. Hold on to see what Craig's got to say. Team have to learn from that. To rescue a mission, and rescue mission in a home leg. Not good enough tonight. Nope. And we've got big games though. Fucking Newcastle at fucking home. Chelsea are fucking home. Fucking Manchester City are fucking away. And that's with Sheffield United away as well, but fuck them. It's all a massive alarm bell. I've got panic fucking attacks written all over me. Manny, I'm almost out of the building. I'm going to ask you once more, Manny, the final thought this evening. You're the hero of the moment. Shout out to you, Manny. What are you saying, my brother?
3 words. Not good enough. 3 more words.
I've got 3 words as well. Looking big. Oh, that's about looking big. That's about you're looking big there, brother. I'm loving it. Shout out to you. We have lost the. Hold on. We've lost the Hammers. At last, the team we can beat. Well, what have you got before Arsenal, brother? What have you got before Arsenal? That's a bit important as well. Who have you got before you take on the might of AFC? Who have you got? And that's about it, guys. Absolutely shouts out to everyone that's been involved in the stream tonight. We love you all. Shouts out to Manny, the hero at the start of the stream. Oh, hero always, but just hero at the start because I was having a major technical difficulties. Guys, you are the guys that make the... Oh, that's interesting.
But, Brentford did beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
Send them, straight from Portugal, send them straight back to Dubai, whatever the fuck happened there.
Why don't we just have them permanently based in Dubai and then flying over to London or wherever to
why
play?
not? Exactly. They just get fucking milked off a weekend. Yeah, on a Friday, private plane, Emirates. Done.
All the salt-based steak you can eat. By the way, exactly. I'm glad you're a vegetarian. Don't even think of going over there. Waste of your money.
There you go.
I wouldn't even go there even if you paid me.
Manny, by the way, real talk, my daughter's only just got back from Dubai though as well. She said it was fucking incredible. So, yeah. My daughter travels, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can easily have a good time there if you know your way around and you know exactly where to go. And if you don't make a public nuisance of yourself, you'll be treated with respect. Simple as that.
There you go. And my daughter's got more than that in her. She's got a lot of things in her locker. Manny, it's been a fucking pleasure. We have almost hit the 3 hour mark. We could go on for 4 hours, but Manny, I'm gonna let you go now. It's probably time to eat, do something right now. Shout out to you. As I said, loving having the direct contact. If I've got an emergency or got a problem with technical difficulties, I might shout you and we'll see what happens. Manny, Mr. Beehive,
Absolutely.
hero of the moment, Brentford fan, spectacular. We've got you soon, mate. So I've got Manny's going to make it happen. Manny, sort out that link between me and Mr. Beehive, please.
Will
And
do.
that's
Will
all, you
do.
guys. So please get the big, massive like on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. Craig, love you also. And let's hope the panel sponsorship next season is still a fly. Same
Well,
sort
you
of
know,
thing. That's it.
Emirates, of course, is Dubai's carrier. Abu Dhabi has Etihad.
Exactly. I was about to
So,
say. And
I
it's
mean,
kind of Man City-ish with an ish on it.
yeah, it is through Emirates that we have the Dubai connection anyway. So it's a bit redundant, I would say.
So I'm going to say right now, guys, me and Manny are just about to go and fly Emirates. So on that note, peace out. God bless. Get a like on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. And I'll speak to you guys on the other side, innit? Peace out.